Okay. Oops. Sorry, folks. Gotta reconnect the laptop. Um, we are live now. Let me say hello, world.
Hello, everybody.
Um, yeah, I just said welcome to the Steph Curry Show, aka the commentary live stream that we've done all season long, plus preseason, plus G League games. And I'm here, me being poor man's commish, your Warriors credentialed insider. Can't be in Washington today, maybe next season. But in my back is Capital One Arena. And I'm here with Gabe Johnson once more. Thanks for joining, Gabe.
Yeah, hey, what's up? Excited to catch the next edition of Steph.
Yeah, tell you what, lead us through while I finish up my pregame crap. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, so I mean, intrigue storyline for the game is still just, can Steph keep it going? I mean, we've been lucky enough to catch this insane run. I don't know, there's a million numbers to quantify it. It's absurd, best stretch ever by a 33-year-old or whatever. It continues this insane April where he's averaging 40 points and shooting 55, 50, 92, or whatever exactly the splits are there. Just absurd shooting. And most importantly, propelling them to wins. Other than that, a couple heartbreakers. They've been able to beat some teams they didn't have expectations to beat, and take care of business against some teams below them. The other piece of this is rematching against Washington after really blowing the end of that previous game, that heartbreaker with the blown layups and then foul in the last second and all of these frustrating things that ended up with us losing in a way that was frustrating, against a team like Washington that is definitely not as good as the Warriors. So we're in this home stretch trying to catch Memphis for the 8th seed. We need to beat the teams that we are better than. Not a big deal if we drop a few games to the really good teams. We're playing Phoenix and Utah upcoming. So, obviously we hope we can win those. But what we really need to do is take care of business against teams like tonight against Washington, who are not playoff teams. And we should be able to take care of business. Some questions about the people being out. We're without D. Lee and Juan, and obviously the guys who've been out for the season like Clay and Wiseman. But Juan continues to be out for concussion protocols.
Good news.
Yeah.
He did the pregame routine, and I have that on video. I'm uploading it as we speak. So awesome. You guys can check that out later.
Yeah, so he must be feeling okay. I mean, there's a lot of rules about the concussion protocol. As soon as somebody's evaluated with a concussion, they have to pass series of tests, just to make sure that they're safe, essentially, for them to come back. So Juan's fine. He's not injured or anything. It's just that he needs to pass these sequences of tests before he's cleared to come back onto the court, and that, I guess, hasn't happened yet. But it's got to be promising, as Rich said, that he's actually able to do drills and stuff. Damian Lee, it's his toe. Embiid apparently stepped on it in some play and it broke the toenail, and so he's just kind of taking a day to rest that. Nothing too serious, but just getting a day off to heal up. Yeah.
It brings to mind, actually, as we talk more and more about, honestly, comparisons to Jordan with Steph, is it reminds me of Jordan's big toe, how he always had a problem with toe jam, and he would always play games where it bled, which is gross. And he even talked about that I think he talked about that in The Last Dance, where he went back to MSG to wear his Air Jordan 1s. And this was right when he came back from retirement, the first retirement. and he said his sock was all bloody because the big toe once again had bled. And it's just,
Ah,
that's just some commentary on big toes and how bad it can be. But yeah, and then just all the talk about Steph. One thing I didn't post yet on social media was Mark Stein of the New York Times has had this pretty cool stat. Let me pull it up. It says Golden State Stephen Curry entered Monday's game at Philly. This was a couple games ago, having averaged was it a couple games? No, it was last game. Having averaged 39.1 points. Of course, I mean he scored 49, right? So bump that up a little bit. And 54.6% over his previous 10 games. So now it's 11. The last player to assemble a 10-game stretch that matched Curry in both categories, in other words, 39 points, 54% from the field, was Michael Jordan, 39.4 on 59.4% shooting over a 10-game stretch late in 89-90. And that's just, Steph is doing that with 3-pointers. That's just insane. 35 feet and all that. Yeah. So more and more Jordan comparisons.
yeah, I mean, the amount of times that he's getting mentioned in the same sentence as Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan, like, I mean, regardless of anything else, like that's just absurd and tells you the level of play that's been happening. Question about Pascal. No update so far. He's sort of still just working back from that hip. Yeah, you didn't see any update or anything about that, have you?
Yeah, he's out. Rui's out. Scotty Brooks said that first question. And it's funny because Scotty Brooks is pretty cool in Q&As, and he has that same kind of rapport with his writers as does Kerr with the Warriors writers. And it's always kind of cool to see that. You don't see that all the time, to be honest with you. A lot of PR departments at teams are very stodgy, very like business-like. So that was cool. But yeah, I think you should also talk about, first of all, us having to convey our first round pick, which is I guess there's some confusion to it. I keep thinking that it's, anyways, yeah, talk about that. I think that's our natural pick, right?
Yeah,
So
that's all
having
right.
to convey our natural pick, and then also you can, while we're waiting, depend on when they tip off. You can talk about the whole Steph MVP narrative, which is becoming less of a narrative. So go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Real quick again, Damian Lee out with the toe. Just to answer that question in this chat. But yeah, so we're in this weird situation as we wind down the season, as we're sort of jostling for the back end of the playoffs positioning, that we're kind of in this position as fans to root for success, but not quite too much success. Because if we are one of the top 10 teams in the league, we lose our draft pick. Now, because the West and the East are
That's to
lopsided,
OKC.
yeah,
That was from what?
that was Oubre.
Oubre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we traded to Oubre a conditional, basically either or pick situation. So
About the
we
tip for
either,
me.
oh, I'm not, yeah, they're nowhere near tipping.
Okay, keep me posted.
So basically they either give up the first round pick if it's top 10, so if it's 21 through 30, or if not, then they give up the Minnesota first round pick, which is likely to be like 32 or 33 or whatever, right? So we want to keep our pick, which means probably the best case scenario for that is we land in the 7th or 8th spot. But if we ended up going all the way up to 6, like some people want, we'd actually almost certainly lose the pick. So there's kind of that tension there. Okay, I just tipped.
Oh, cool. I will pause it at 11 sorry. And figure out how to pause this damn thing. Oh, it's a stop button on the universe. I'm at 11:32.
Okay,
keep going on that.
35, 34, 33, 32.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Steph layup
Yep.
Keep it
Defense,
going.
they picked up the loose ball. Ends up with an open look, but we get the rebound. That's Neto, I think, who took that shot. Trying to remember who's on this Minnesota or Washington team.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Steph open three, misses.
One thing I thought was cool was I think it was Neto that Steph talked for a while after the Washington loss at Chase. And I wonder
Huh.
what the relationship there is.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know of any like background there, but who knows? We'll talk more about the MVP thing when we get a stoppage. They call a foul
Yeah,
on.
you know what? We could wait till halftime, unless it's some balls out type game.
Yeah. So, I mean, the other narrative here that I didn't mention is the scoring title. We've got Beal and Steph really close. Steph nosed ahead with these last few games, but they're like, I don't know, a tenth of a point away from each other, I think, at this point. So that'll be another interesting thing to track here. Something that doesn't fundamentally matter, but is interesting. Draymond misses a three. Russ tries to take Steph down in the post. Avdia cuts, but Looney shuts that down real fast. Oh my God. And then Steph just with a lazy turnover and then manages to strip
Mad
Beal
at himself.
down.
It's all
Yeah,
good. I mean, he had 3 turnovers early last game and yet ended up with 49. So I think it's safe to say we can trust him.
yeah, he's just,
The
as
argument about
usual, it's the Steph equation. He'll let a couple go that you just shake your head at.
yeah. He was talking to ref just now. I don't know. I didn't actually see the turnover, but
So he was mad. He thought that Beal just dribbled it out of bounds. And I think it looked like that was possible, but the angle was hard to tell. Neto cans the open three, 5-2.
3 points
Steph
on an offensive
just
rebound.
threw it right away again. Luckily, Neto isn't able to save that, but that was again just
And
a really lazy drop off pass.
luckily the scorekeeper, that's a change of possession. I actually don't like that rule. Like when I run my men's league, I don't give him the steal unless it's like the guy's trying to save the ball. That's not a steal to me, but the shot clock was reset to 24. So
Yeah.
it was a turnover steal, but that means Steph has 2 turnovers.
Yeah. Wiggins hits the little fadeaway, 4-5. They'll give Russ the 2. He misses. They'll let Russ shoot that all day if he wants. Bazemore gets the handoff from Draymond. Tough finish. Way to go, Baze. Oh my God. And then transition defense, complete mistake. Kerr's going to call an immediate timeout on that. They let a wide open dunk off a made basket. That's pretty awful. Hard to tell with TV angles like who's responsible for that, but that's inexcusable. You can't have a made basket be a dunk on the other end immediately.
Yeah, we're getting. I always cringe when there's stupid in some social media comments or what's the other word that really bothers me is Warriors need to like that word need. It's so needy. So just try to be positive, please. People like everywhere else is kind of negative.
Also, like if you've ever seriously injured a toe and then tried to like play basketball on it,
split toenail.
it's not like we're not talking about he just like chipped his toenail or something.
Yeah.
Your toe. I mean, Brandon Payne was talking all about how much Steph's like big toes play into his shooting in that article for True Hoop.
What an article, 12 pages. Oh
yeah,
my God.
strong recommend
So
if anyone has a True Hoop subscription. Brandon Payne did a really lengthy interview with those guys about all the stuff that they prepare with Steph, but went into really like nitty gritty details about just all these little clips breaking down how Steph does these different moves and different shots that they prep for. But one of the things he went over, and one of them was all about like how he loads to his big toes and like that matters, right? That's where you get a lot of your release from. If you're stopping and starting and jumping, right, you're on your toes a lot. So in any case, totally reasonable to take one day off for that.
I know that
Um,
we're probably alternating on the YouTube, which is not desirable from a viewership perspective, but I got to do one thing before I can change that. So it'll take a minute. Just bear with me.
oh yeah, I think you just have to put it in gallery, right?
And I think I have to bring in a new guy, or maybe gallery will work. Okay. Is that working for everybody? I don't know. I guess it takes 20 seconds to
Yeah,
load.
hard to know. Um, somebody asked something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the MVP thing is interesting. My take is generally I just don't care. I
Yeah,
mean, like, it would
my
be
take too.
cool. It would be really cool if he won. I don't expect him to win because they aren't good enough team record wise. And I think whether or not he wins MVP doesn't change like how I feel about the season. So it's sort of
All right, we're
all
back.
right. Kind of a busted play, but Steph has the ball and throws another turnover. My
Oh
God.
man, another that's three officially.
Yep.
We
And they
got
get a
three
layup on the
yesterday.
other end.
Oh man. But they did the right thing, which is they swarmed him.
Yeah, he's just got to
Who's
tighten
who's
up.
the
Those
tall guy,
passes,
27?
Alex Len, those
Oh, Alex
passes
Len,
are
yeah.
so clumsy sometimes. He just kind of drops it off.
Yeah. Oh, but last game in the post game, he said he had to figure out what they were scheming on him. So given all of that context, it's like, okay, if it takes you one or two or three turnovers to figure out the other team, and as long as we're not down 12-0 like we were last game, uh, do what it takes, Steph, to figure them out.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. It's part of the bargain. Um, you just hope he doesn't waste too many possessions there. Yeah, Wizards have one of the worst defenses in the league, but they seem to be playing a lot better today. They've jammed up the Warriors on a few possessions, and another really terrible result. I mean, uh, they got a shot up, no turnover, but like a Draymond hook shot in the post is not what you're trying to do. And then the Warriors turn around and give up a pretty open Beal three. Rough start for the team. Oh my gosh, Looney. Another turnover. So they're trapping Steph pretty heavily as any team would do right now. I mean, that's obviously like how you should play. Um, and the Warriors have not solved it yet. Avdia draws a foul there on the
So
dump.
was that I kind of missed it, but was that Draymond and Looney with turnovers?
Draymond took a shot that was basically
Oh,
a turnover, but I mean, it was like a turnaround hook shot. Like he was never going to make that. And and Looney had a wide open, off the
you know
roll.
what? If I'm looking at this glass half full, Draymond, go ahead and try those things as long as they're in the first quarter. you know,
Yeah,
unlike the one that I distinctly remember when we were down 104, 101, I forgot to whom, and then he shot the little jumper early in the shot clock.
yeah.
They ended up losing that one.
My God, another
Oh my
turnover.
goodness.
Yeah, see, but this is the
Oh
thing though.
my.
Like, you can't just screw around with teams in the NBA. Like, the
That's
Wizards are not
four
good,
or
but
five
you
turnovers
can't,
on us.
yeah, you can't just hand them the ball over and over again and expect that you're somehow just gonna like get over it.
Got to get through this.
Obviously, we're still capable of doing this, but I mean, the other way of looking at that Steph, the Steph statistics over the last month are like, that's not going to happen every day. We have to find ways to win where Steph doesn't score 49 points too. Like, because eventually he's not going to score 49 points, and we can't be relying on that entirely.
Get some water.
So brutal start. Let's hope they lock in here, but giving up again, just immediate 10-point. Oh my God, Steph tipped pass again. They're swarming on Bazemore. Open Wiggins shot. He misses. Yeah, Washington's crashing on everything.
I'd love to hear what the coaching staff or Draymond is yelling at the team when they come out struggling like this. Or if they're silent. It's just one of those things we'll never really know unless I'm able to ask them in passing. Count the turnovers here, 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
And we're not even halfway.
Yeah, Bazemore finally gets a good look. We get a 3. There we go. Well, the Wizards are pretty clearly selling out hard on let anyone other than Steph shoot.
Yeah, as well they should.
Yeah, I mean, that's the obvious smart decision. God. Offensive rebound kills us.
Yeah. But I like how that,
Oh my God.
I would say that's his 4th turnover.
Yep, that is his 4th. And they run it right back on us. Kerr's going to burn it.
Just like last game, we were down 12 zip and we're about to go down. Was that an and 1?
No, Kerr just called a timeout immediately.
Yeah.
That's rough. I don't know what Curry's just looking really loose with the handle. Like a lot of some of them have been sort of typical dumb little weak passes that he does every once in a while. But some of them, like that last one, he just lost it dribbling, which is uncharacteristic.
That'd be good to really put Brandon Payne on the hot seat. I'm going to give him a call tomorrow, see if we can do a little. Our original strategy, for those of you who have been with us since day one, which I totally appreciate, you will remember that we had Brandon Payne on here a couple times. And the idea for me at the time was that we would have him on these live streams. But the problem, and really it was like a kind of a win-win marketing situation between us and him. Like obviously he helps us tremendously, probably more so than we help him. But on the other hand, we do have nearly 100,000 subscribers on here. And so anytime he comes on here, it is marketing. We've got 100,000 followers on Instagram, although I question that. We have 130,000 followers on Twitter. And I know for a fact that that's somewhat useless on Twitter because their algorithm does not actually, I think this is the same with Instagram. You as a follower will actually not see tweets from us because that's what the algorithm does. I think it's the same with Instagram. Like your timeline is no longer a true mathematical timeline. But on YouTube, I think for all intents and purposes, if you're a subscriber, you still get notified that we put something there. I mean, you got to hit the bell. So thanks for hitting the bell out there. But also, I think we do probably get recommended to most of our subscribers, I would think. That's a long-winded way of saying that Brandon Payne wants to be on Let's Go Warriors, and we want him to come on. The only problem was when we had him on the live stream was that was, these live streams come and go pretty quickly, and we really only get like 1,000 views on these because it's different. It's different than Steph on a pregame or postgame thing. And so we need to have him in shorter bursts. We need to have Brandon Payne in shorter bursts. So he's agreed to do that. And the question is just when. And so I hope to hit him up tomorrow, do like a quick 6, 8, 10-minute burst. And one of the things I can ask him, maybe have a highlight on the corner of the Zoom. I don't know what we can get away with. We're back. But yeah, to ask him about, hey, what about these turnovers now? Two in a row. So speak on that, see what he says. Oubrey's in. And Mulder.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's a clean look, but short.
Went out and Looney went out.
Yeah, they're just going small.
6 minutes to go. That's about the same I think that's the normal rotation, isn't it? Or did he
Yeah,
gain?
I guess you're right. I mean, Mulder, I don't remember if Mulder's been playing. Man, they're really shoot, Mulder, come on.
Oh, that's why. That's an adjustment.
Yeah.
The reason why Mulder's in there is because Kerr noticed that they were selling out on Steph. You're
Yeah.
not gonna.
I think
You're
that
just
might have
thinking.
been Damian Lee normally in that spot, but that's the idea.
Good call. Good call. It would be normally Damian Lee. Yep.
Gotta
I
somehow.
guarantee you there's no other live broadcast saying these things. Wiggins with the two.
There we go.
There is no other live broadcast out there that just told you why Mulder's in the game right now.
Yeah, let's hope Oubre can give a little spark. He's been a little rusty since he's come back. Oh man, come on, stop bailing them out with these fouls.
Yeah, that may have been Wiggs. He's arguing the call. I want to see the replay. Again,
Yeah,
I'd rather see the last play than the casual fan play.
yeah. NBC consistently shows you 2 or 3 plays ago as soon
Yeah.
as
And
they're
sometimes the other team, most times the other team. Wiggins is arguing with, by the way, Korean American referee Evan Scott. There was a New York Times article by Scott Berkman. I forgot his first name, but Berkman, he's actually also Korean American. So both this guy and the guy from the New York Times who wrote the article about Korean Americans in the NBA are adopted, the outgrowth of the Korean War. So just a fascinating story and how they're both in the NBA now. We're back.
Warriors trying to
Ooh,
punish in transition, but Wiggins can't
Wiggins
finish.
missed. Still down 10, but at least it feels like Wizards are not in complete control and we're just screwing up.
Yeah, Beal, great defense from Wiggins, gets the ball back.
6 seconds. Be careful, Wiggs.
Yeah, they
Fitz
double.
is going nuts over the Wiggs defense.
It doesn't matter. It's a shot clock violation. The shot clock violation.
I don't know if
Steph is trying to tell him like it doesn't matter if I touch the ball. It's a shot clock violation.
yeah, the ref's like, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Smiles at Steph. The ref just had to snap out of it and realize where he was again.
Well,
He was
different refs have different jobs, right? So I'm sure he was keyed in on like, well, who touched the ball and didn't notice the shot clock.
Yeah. So far, he looks like the more
You're not gonna call
senior
that?
ref.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got it. Okay, cool. Because the Korean American Evan Scott that I just told you about, he's definitely not a senior ref. He looks young. So you always want to know who's the senior ref out there.
It's some great defense from Wiggins that whole possession.
Yeah.
All right, let's get something here. They're trying to get Wiggins on the post up, but he's getting see that
geez.
coming. Oh my
Yeah.
God. They're calling that off.
I'm going to blame Mulder on that one. Oubre was right to say, yo, Mulder, get the hell out of there. But he got out of there too late.
Yeah.
Which I think it was his guy that was able to shade over and double Wiggins on that.
And
I mean, they know they're going to go to Wiggins like that.
it's one of those things also where you don't have to do it. Like I get where you're like, okay, I want to give him the ball in the post, but like after 10 minutes of like faking at it, nice defense there by Kelly. Oh my God.
We're just a little off on the instinctiveness tonight on the 50-50s.
Yeah, Wizards are just
it turns into 2 more points.
Consistently out hustling. I mean, that's absurd. That should have been a dunk.
The Wiz, they're locked in. They're locked in because it's Steph, and Steph is tearing up the league. So
there we go. Steph just decided to go at it 1-on-4, basically.
Give him the trophy.
I mean, that's
MVP trophy. That is
good close out there by Mulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're loading 2 on Steph as soon as he crosses half court.
Did he step on the line?
Either that or Oubre with the screen. I think they called it on Oubre late on that screen. You just
I mean, I kind of sense Mulder's a little rusty on offense, which he ought to be.
Yeah, he's not looking.
That one, clear the hell out for Steph, you know, clear that side out. He's coming to you. I don't know. I'm just saying. When
Oh,
Mulder,
and
oh
Beal.
man, Beal doing Beal things. When Mulder didn't clear out, I was worried.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So it looks like they went to pool a little early. I
who went
don't love Oubre going one
Wiggins
on
went out.
one and then pulling it from 12 feet. Like that is not a high percentage look.
We're minus 12.
And especially in a game where we're already struggling and then just giving up open looks after open looks. This is rough.
I'm more worried about Draymond's body language right there.
Yeah.
Just play through it, guys. Got the best player in the
There
world.
we
That'll erase the the body language. Dunk.
there. Oh man.
How did he catch that?
Yeah, that was tough. I thought Draymond had that steal. It's a tough catch.
Looks like Draymond's coming out. Oh, that's Gafford. He was
Yeah.
talked about in the pregame.
Yeah, I think that's Poole probably on the foul.
Draymond still's got the bad body language on that replay.
Well, he's got to be frustrated. I mean, they just
I wonder who
playing
came in.
so
Was it
poorly.
Looney? Yeah, now you got to do the Looney Draymond Looney rotation, having
Mhm.
only, two centers, i.e., no Juan Toscano.
Yeah, I mean, the Damian Lee and Juan loss, you're just like cutting down more and more guys that like know how to do the offense in a way that's like crisp, right? There's only like 6 guys on this team that like really know how to play with each other, and the others are
Exactly.
sort of figuring it out, right?
Which is why there's no hurry to sign that backup center.
Yeah.
Steph misses a three.
Oh, and Russ just throws it out of bounds.
Oh, thank God. We need a few of those. Give us
Yeah,
2 more of those, Russ.
he's laughing about it.
But Russ got a lot of praise pregame with Scotty Brooks, because look at this team. Look how young they are. They need a guy who will inspire them, and Brooks was very praiseful of him.
All right, there we go, Kelly.
Nice, and it was a swish too, pure stroke.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a big Kelly game. It's been a while. I mean, not really his fault, but it's been a while since he's had a big game.
Good. Ish Smith keep missing.
Yeah, after
So,
this bad of a quarter, it would be really nice to just cut this to a manageable amount before the end. Oh, man, another turnover.
and he made it. Poole made the three. I need to see a replay, which we probably won't get. We'll get a replay of some Beal highlight. Watch.
At like 8 turnovers in the quarter. Oh my God, even worse. 9 turnovers in the quarter.
Oh, what? What?
That looks like
Got a
bit of
glimpse of a replay. Kalena didn't think it was a screen. I don't think so either, but
oh my God, just unlucky long rebound. Steph hits him. That's definitely a foul, Steph. Come on. Going to be free throws, I imagine.
All right. I got to do our YouTube link on social media. Yikes. Fitz is saying that's the 12th free throw. Might be 13 now. I'm not quite sure, but that's a lot.
It's brutal. And that's all just indicative of like the amount of energy. Oh my God, another short pull-up jumper from Oubre. Just terrible. And then oh God, this is just horrible basketball on both ends. Like you're not getting good percentage shots, and then you leave Bertans wide open in the corner as if that's like going to win you a game. And then they're first to every loose ball.
Is that not the story of the game so far? I mean, among the problems is we're not getting the 50-50 balls.
Yeah. And that's just them beating us.
Your head like Juan did.
Yeah.
We need that ball. We don't want it as much.
Man, 17-point lead here. So you have a stretch here where you had it down to 10, you immediately give up a 7-0 run instead of closing strong the other way. And they're just going to double Curry all day.
Beautiful move. Oh
How
my
does he not
God.
get the call on that? Are you serious?
Uber got the call luckily, but yeah. Only 9.9 seconds.
That's brutal.
And I just the body language from Draymond way back, it's just I need to see one more replay. Did you see anything on that one? Overhead bird's eye view. It's just you can't have that body language. You damn well better not bring that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Looks
Looks like
a look at
some Gary Payton minutes in the last little
How many
bit.
fouls on Steph? Let's check.
I
One
think he
foul.
has one. They just, yeah, I mean, it's an only defensive possession, so might as well. Yeah, Steph, 2 points, 1 for 5 or something. Not great. Or 4 points. I guess he got that second
0
layup.
for 4 on threes, 2 for 8 field. There's Peyton on Russell.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Oh wow, Oubre with a hell of a block there, but they just totally forgot that dude in the corner. That was a hell of a recovery by Oubre, though. Wow.
Yeah. Maybe that'll
Yeah.
put a little jolt.
Whew.
Beautiful. That was a volleyball spike. Wow. For him to cover that much ground and then volleyball spike it. Jeez.
Oh my God. And you're getting Russ hitting a 3 at the buzzer. 18-point game heading into the second quarter.
Okay.
You give up 38 to the Wizards.
I still feel like there's something that we can show them. So let's see what happens, but
just digging such a hole. Like they can certainly catch up, but like you just can't dig yourself holes like this.
How's the comments chat going?
Just sort of meh.
Okay. Not missing anything then.
Not really. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this story before. You just going down 18 is a pretty rough hole to dig yourself in that first stretch.
The funny
9
thing
turnovers,
is
8 fouls.
To me, I've been there. I've been the coach of teams. You're doing this, that, substitutions. You're barking out this, that play. At the end of the day, if the players come out and suck, they come out and suck. So I don't want to hear it on Warriors Twitter right now. I guarantee you they're blaming Kerr. I guarantee you that. And the problem is Steph came out and made 4 turnovers.
Yeah, you can't like game plan for that.
Draymond's terrible body language. Mulder, who's rusty, and Damian being out, so he doesn't move to the right spot at the right time. A couple other careless turnovers by Looney. We should be blaming, unfortunately, I hate to say this, right? We got to be blaming some guys that you don't want to blame. And the first guy on that is Steph. Those 4 bad turnovers. So
yeah, the problem is just like coming out that way sets, it just sets.
Why can't people actually hit on and tweet the right things, which is this is first and foremost on Steph. Then you have kind of but it happens on a long road trip. But we're not here to trash guys and throw guys under the bus. I'm just making a commentary about 2021 social media. It's all wrong. All these takes are wrong. Whereas the takes here is, hey, we're losing. So see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is, of course, so much of that was self-created by
There you go.
mistakes
That's the
that
point.
yeah,
All
like
right.
you said,
So
it can
caused a
change.
miss. Here we go.
The second unit has been really good the last several games also.
Yeah.
We're gonna need Wiggins and Poole to provide some serious offense.
Okay.
Looney saves the
So
possession.
Wiggs got his and my and your one. We don't like that. You get one every game, Wiggs, where you come in and just kind of take the nonchalant, didn't work for shot that you can get out all day. Now you got to work.
Yeah, so we got the rare Oubre and Wiggins and Poole group out here. One
There
of
you
those
go.
three has got to start hitting some shots, and maybe it's Oubre this game.
I liked how he, probed a little bit. They refused to let him drive. So,
Yeah,
okay, maybe a
Russ looking
shot.
to abuse Poole, gets the cutter. Man, come on, somebody has to get down there.
Yep,
That's the kind of thing that's driving me insane in this game too. Like the sloppiness on both ends. You
it's
got to just
mental.
not. Oh my
The good
God.
news is it's mental.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
All right, Looney. Okay, come on now, Bays and people.
Yeah.
Got to
It's just
mentally be in it.
the attention on both sides has to be at a serious level. Like, God, come on.
That's JP's fault. He knows it too. You got to want that ball. I
Yeah.
thought
And then
maybe
on
his
the
possession.
relocation, like they only have one scary shooter. Just stick on him. Everybody else, like you can go sag off. There we go.
Come
There's
on, play
that.
better defense. Show
Yeah, the
me
defense
something.
really needs to just
Get a
cut them
50-50
down a little
ball.
bit. Oh my God.
Then Bazemore
Okay.
forgets.
Yeah,
Not
got
really
lucky
out
there.
there. Bailed out. Thank God he missed that.
There we go, Poole. 4-point
You
play.
never like
Let's
basketball's a funny
go.
game, right? We didn't deserve the whole missed layup, but we got it anyway. So let's take advantage.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just get lucky, but I mean that was the first quarter was a bunch of dumb things the Warriors did. So people make mistakes and the other team takes advantage. Oh yeah, I forgot Robin Lopez was on this team.
Yeah, he destroyed Wiseman last game,
Oh
remember?
yeah, you're right. That was so silly.
But at least to Wiseman's credit, post game, he kind of laughed about it. He's like, I didn't know Robin Lopez could hit that jump hook from that deep in the corner. But and it wasn't bad defense. He just made the shot, but
Yeah. I mean, if you're
it's
forcing
cool.
Robin Lopez to shoot a bunch, you're happy with that. And if he makes it, he makes it. But you can't
There
let
goes
him just
Robin.
walk in and get offensive rebounds. Come
Please
on.
on that one. Jeez.
Lucky again.
Man, we get this down to like 9. We're down 14. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Time
Again,
step walks in.
there you go. 12-point game. I mean, this Washington team isn't good. That's the thing. You just can't
Yeah.
keep handing them
You know
points.
what's interesting is their base. They're talented, but they're not good. They're
Yeah.
talented for sure.
There we go, Poole. Oh, man. Oh,
Oh
good effort,
no.
though.
At
Gets it
least you
back.
got that. Go ahead, take your free shot.
Oh, there we go. JP feeling himself.
We'll
That's
take
going to
it.
be a Washington timeout.
What?
I think he thought he got hit on the shot. Did he get teed up?
To the ref?
Yeah, he just got teed up.
We're not seeing any objection from Kerr, so I'm gonna think that Poole probably said an expletive
Yeah.
at a ref, and you should know better as an NBA player. You know that's gonna get
So
called.
what's he complaining about? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Lopez totally got into him, but you just can't cuss, it's not gonna solve the problem by screaming at the ref. But I get it. He's right. That was probably a foul.
You know what? That's one of the things they really need to work on this off season. These refs, among many other things, there's just no consistency on that. I know there's a rule. Okay, we're past that. The rule has been set. How about the execution of that rule from now
Yeah.
on? Like, I don't know what it takes. Maybe it's really hard to do, but right now, that's a bad look.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to make that a rule, then you should have known in the beginning that it would be difficult and figured that out. And maybe that's the board of governors putting so much pressure on the NBA to change those rules.
Yeah.
But the execution of it is, I don't care how hard it is. It's in the rule book now. So it's your job to execute that rule. I don't care how hard it is, right? So
Yeah.
that's one gripe I have.
Oh yeah, thanks Anonymous. Yeah, sorry, Bacon. We're a little behind the stream, so if you're chatting on actual time, you're spoiling things. Or I mean, it's fine. Um, Still big run by the second unit, cutting it to 9-10 with the technical if he makes it fit. But that's a huge deal. Cutting it to 9 after that is big. As usual with Steph, I mean, Steph's not gonna be bad forever. So if you can just keep it around contact distance, if you can stay in contact with them, Steph will close that up eventually. I mean, I think honestly, I haven't seen much out of the Wizards offensively that's particularly interesting. Most of their points have been coming off of fouls or turnovers. It's not like they're executing in some remarkable way. So I don't, it's just a lot of controlling mistakes on the Warriors' end.
Keep talking. I gotta go check the highlights.
Yeah. But some of that has been defensively. They've forgot about Bertans a few times, and they've forgot about other shooters. Bertans hits the technical, so that the lead is 10. But the Wizards are a very flawed team. They only have a few people who you really need to pay attention to. Otherwise, you just gotta, execute the basic game plan stuff. You don't need to worry too much. Beal's the only, great defense, great dig down there, get a turnover. Oubre's pushing in transition, goes right to the rim layup.
Oh, right-handed.
Yep.
Nice.
I love it. Oubre aggressive to the rim is always great. I hate when he settles for those little jumpers in the mid-range because he's not quite good enough. Oh, great defense by Wiggins. Here we go. Second unit is clicking.
Got it down to 8.
Yeah, Wiggins goes right 6. To the rack. 6-point game with Steph and Dre on the bench.
We can have all of these struggles coming out. We have a pretty solid team here. Let's keep ramping this up to the playoffs. No one's going to want to play us.
Oh my God. How are we that's got lucky again? But we got to just stop losing Bertans on these plays.
Who's okay? Looney went to go screen for Poole, so.
Oof. All right, there we go. Looney recovers. Okay, let's be patient here.
Swing the ball, Bays.
All right.
All right.
Work. 4-point game. Washington has to burn another timeout. That's incredible. 16-1 run right now.
That's incredible.
I mean, that's one of the big stories here. I mean, Steph has obviously been the front and center story of the last, however many games, 10 or whatever. But one of the other things that I've noticed this stretch as well is how well that non-Steph been playing. The last, I don't know, the 20 games previous or whatever, it was just a struggle to get through those minutes, and you just hoped to tread some water until Steph came back. But in a lot of these games down this last, I think 10 or so games, those beginning of the second and fourth quarter units have been actually making up ground or pushing the lead or being actually positive, which changes everything if that group can be positive.
And I want to take my game by game torching of modern social media. Here I go. Is Steve Kerr going to get any credit for the second unit? No, he's not going to. He is from me, though, because first of all, and Bob Myers, for you to scrap your architected plan. The architected plan at the beginning of the season was, holy shit, Brad Wanamaker played a hell of a bubble. And we're going to need somebody to stop the Damian Lillards, the CP3s in our division. Let's go out and get Wanamaker. Everybody trashed Wanamaker. He became Whataburger. He's still the same Wanamaker. You'll see. He's going to go to Charlotte and he's going to have a good playoffs for Charlotte. I guarantee you. But the Warriors figured out that they needed to scrap that. And for them to go to Nico and Poole and Wiseman for that second unit was a hell of a ballsy play by Steve. And that was necessary to evolve into what we have here. And sure, a couple things happened, which kind of, made Bazemore a starter. Oubre got hurt, so some things happen by accident. But this coaching staff really needs to get the credit for the second unit, I feel.
Yeah.
So for those of you out there, go give them credit because nobody else will. Warriors Twitter won't do it. Instagram won't do it. BR app, Reddit won't do it. So that's what we do here. Try and keep it positive. So there's my next daily torch. Me and my flamethrower.
Yeah. Yeah. And Poole's emergence has been huge. I mean, when we think about the way that everyone's judging Wiseman's season, remember how much everyone was ready to give up. I mean, I was ready to give up on Poole last year. And now he's a significant part of this backup group. Like, rookies struggle. It is a thing. All right, they got Beal back in. Good defense. There we go. Looney just strong, solid, strong defense. Got Poole getting free. Can't find it, but decent look.
Yeah, it was.
His second unit has just looked way sharper on both ends. Oubre just rejects Lopez.
Oh,
what a play.
love it. And he's like, while his back is on the ground.
Oubre's been so good in this game. I mean, a couple of ill-advised shots, but like his energy has been really good.
We'll talk about him coming off the bench. Let's save that for halftime because we can talk about that for a while.
Yeah, Draymond back in for me.
I love how you're seeing the confidence of JP, and a lot of casual fans will just look at him as a snapshot right now. I see the growth.
Great defense. Draymond blows it up.
Downhill. Look at Poole.
Yep.
Oh,
wow.
Next year, remember how Clay went through the Clay up phase? It's kind of the same. I mean, this is Pole's second year. Look at JP. Look at him.
Yep.
Wow. He got the step on NATO. NATO was dead meat, and that's what you got to do. And he's only in his second year, people.
Yeah, and the thing about Poole is, again, he's the 28th pick. Like, nobody's expecting him to be an all-star.
Bob Myers some effing credit.
But if you can get a solid rotation guy, the 28th pick, you're happy. Then that's great. It's great value. And he looks like he's clearly a backup point guard that you can have, I can be totally happy with that position. It helps you in free agency too, because you don't have to worry about finding that guy.
Great point.
Unlucky bounce, but good defense from Wiggins on that. Wiggins has done a good job on Beal. Poole helps and digs down and gets the steal. Poole feeling himself a little bit. I like it though.
Almost bounced in. Wow. I mean, let me ask you this $1 million question.
Oh my God. Oh wow. Bazemore.
Where are the people that wanted to draft Abdi? Where are they now? Where are you? Where's the guy that was killing me for wanting to draft Wiseman instead of Denny? Where is that guy? Where are you?
Oh man, what a recovery from Bazemore. He blew that initially and then jumped right back into it. And now Steph comes back in and the game is 2 points. Great second. That might be the best stretch from that second
Yep.
unit all season.
Yep.
I mean, they've played better against good competition, but just like the sheer deficit.
Where's Steph? Find Steph.
Oh, great play by Jordan.
Oh,
Very
and
patient.
Oubre's athleticism
Mhm.
almost got the and one. Just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, Warriors are in a rhythm here.
Man, these are your new Warriors people. For those of you, I said this last game, for those of you who didn't let go of the rope, you deserve this. This kind of performance right here, this is for you, for sticking with the team. All the other guys that are entitled, on social media, and they're like, you know, oh yeah, we should have this, we should have that, and
Tied up.
enjoying these wins, you enjoy it more. You deserve it more. Those of you who stuck through it, it's more fulfilling.
Yeah,
Honestly.
20-1 run right now, still continuing from
Beautiful.
way
Tied
earlier.
up.
Oh my God, another steal by the
Nice
Warriors too.
defense.
Well, Draymond's locked way back in from the earlier frustration.
Steph. Thank you. He's
And
got the big
now,
man on
yeah.
him.
Oh
Count
my
it.
God.
Oh, winning out. It's
Well,
all good.
everything else is working other than Steph's three-pointer, which
Isn't
is
that funny?
bizarre.
I know.
Oh, foul on
Oh,
Bazemore.
whoa. A blocking call that late. Interesting. Baze admits it though. He's
Yeah,
not complaining.
I think that's probably fair.
I'm gonna say that's actually, yeah, pretty good reffing right there, because you want the flow of the game to continue. So you
Yeah,
don't call it, and then you realize, okay, yeah, it is. It's a
yeah.
51-49 play. You give him the call.
No, Russ misses the first. Yeah, if Steph can find a rhythm, this game might just be over real
Yeah,
fast. The
exactly.
Warriors are playing defense on a level where, they plant completely down. What's the score for the quarter? It's 24-7 after Russ makes that shot. Wow. Let's
Shout
hope.
out Anonymous for taking care of the dumb people. I don't like to use the word dumb or stupid or whatever, but
All right.
do
Bazemore
your
in the
thing,
corner.
Anonymous.
Can't find it. But the Warriors are getting really good looks now, which they really weren't.
Oh, JP could have stepped up a little, but it's all good.
Good help. Tough shot. Oh man.
Oh, no. I'm still not impressed by Denny.
Draymond gets slappy a little bit. He was playing him straight up and then just couldn't resist trying to slap down on that shot.
Terry as well, fighting the good fight in the comments. I'm assuming I don't have time to scroll, but appreciate you all for
Yeah.
being really being true Dub Nation, like the ones that appreciate the struggles that this is very akin to 2013, but also some of the hot takes out there are that this is very akin to possibly the 2007 We Believe team.
Yeah,
So
you get some ripples of that for sure.
yeah,
We are
I don't
missing
mind the hot
Milan.
takes when they're positive hot takes, like they're fun, they're ones you can root for. I don't mind those
And
at all.
Washington started missing a lot of free throws.
Yeah.
Everything kind of
There you go. Just like you said it, they aren't really a good team. They have a lot of talent, but
yeah,
missing
they're
layups.
they're just a very flawed team. Oh man. And the
Oh,
Warriors are
look at
just
Oubre Sky.
inches from a lot of really good moments right now. And Beal just drops it out of bounds and turns it over again. Kind of opposite
DPOY.
orders
Is that
here.
DPOY or Wigs? Fitz thought it was Wigs.
Well,
Ah,
Warriors don't really pay attention to what's going on, and the Wizards are able to
okay.
press
We
them into a
got like
turnover
5 timeouts
or into a timeout.
left over in the first half. We always have enough left
Yeah,
over.
it's not a big deal,
We get
but
7 timeouts per half, so a lot of first half ones go unused.
Oubre just wanted to point out 13 points off the bench, shooting 4 for 6. The only shots he's missed are those 2 annoying jumpers I was mad about in the beginning of that first quarter. But otherwise, I mean, that's great. Poole with 8 off the bench. You know, you get 22 first half, 21 first half points between those 2 guys off the bench. That's huge. And then, yeah, as soon as Curry finds himself here, this game could be over quickly if the defense continues. Wizards are up to more turnovers than the Warriors now after that first quarter. Warriors only 1 turnover in the second quarter. So they're only at 10 after 9 first quarter turnovers. Wizards are up to 12. They've just really equalized everything. The only really unequal stat right now, Warriors are shooting a much better percentage. Wizards still have double the free throw attempts, and that's why it's basically tied.
All right.
So yeah, hope to see Curry find a little rhythm here to close the
quarter. I'm glad you
quarter.
brought that up, Terry, because I have video of Juan pregame, which I know you guys want to see. So let me look that up and see if I can publish that ASAP.
All right, Wiggins back in. Draymond with the first turnover of the quarter. Or second turnover of the quarter. Leads to a field 3.
Stepped into. That's what happens when you throw the ball away, people.
All right, can we get Steph doing some stuff here? There we go. There we go. See, just Steph having the ball changes everything. Even if it's not him shooting, just gives you a wide open layup for Draymond. That's a travel or a foul. Yeah, Beal doing a good job of just getting to the line, forcing the issue here. They're going to show us Beal's 3 from a while ago. Thanks.
So stupid. Boom. Open that. I forgot to upload it. So thank you, Terry, for asking about Juan. Otherwise, I would have totally forgot to upload it. And the reason why is because my old iPhone was having trouble uploading it. YouTube on a mobile phone leaves so much more to be desired. I tell you, I mean, the part where you publish videos.
So closing group, Bazemore in for Poole. We've got Oubre, Wiggins, Steph, Dre. Steph pulls, still can't find it from 3.
Okay, let's check the box score. Steph is 0 for 6, 2 for 10 total. 0 for 6
weird game.
But remember what Steve said last post game. I'll bring it up next time.
Well, Oubre hits a 3. Oubre with a huge game. Big lift off the bench.
Huge game, meaning 16 points on 5 for 7 field.
Yeah, that's gigantic.
Wow. NATO's not going to get by Wigs. Drive or shot, no chance.
No, then Draymond, and then that's, oh my God.
He made it. Okay.
Very lucky.
I mean, you better be in the NBA if you can hit that. I mean,
he's, everyone in the NBA is good at stuff. Wiggins,
Higgs, okay.
Airball it.
That's all good, but wow. What a move.
That classic turnaround, miss every single time Wiggins shot.
Higgs, just shoot about, 800 fadeaways during the off season.
Russ baits Draymond into over helping there, dumps off to Gafford. 5-point game. This first unit continues to give away points.
Yeah.
Partly because Steph just can't score right now. Draymond gets behind.
That's right. You got to hit those.
Yeah.
And one missed opportunity.
Deeply bizarre game script right now where basically everything other than Steph making shots is working for the Warriors.
The thing I was going to talk about Steph was in the post game, I think it was last game, Steve Kerr uh, was asked something to the effect of, "Are you surprised by Steph?" And again, he said no. And the thing that he added though was, remember when he was 0 for 11 or 0 for 10 from threes in Portland, and then on the 11th one he shimmied.
Yeah,
And I did a video on this, and he goes, "Who shimmies after going 0 for 11?"
yeah,
Well, Steph does, and then he scored 20 in overtime against Portland.
yeah. Great play by Oubre, draws the offensive foul. Draymond hit
So
both
good
free
on
throws
defense.
earlier.
Golly.
Oubre with a really incredible half, really keeping them in it in a lot of
So
ways.
impressive.
Yeah, I mean that's he sold it, but Russ lowered that shoulder.
I think it's been one of those weird years. We're probably not going to get anybody but Draymond on the two all defensive teams. But
Oh my God, Steph.
yeah, wow, into his hands. That was like a, you know,
Oh my God. And then they just completely
that was
forgot
a
what was going on defense.
B third interception, or maybe even a Jimmy G this year.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh, whoa! What an angle by
Yeah, I
Uber.
didn't think Oubre was going to be able to catch that. That looked like out of his range.
We're
There we
throwing the
go.
ball. Our
Defense.
defense is unbelievable, but we're throwing the ball away. We're only down three.
Oh my God. Bazemore.
Jeez, what the hell is that? It's almost like Bays is better right-handed than left-handed.
No. Oh, and he comes back and recovers, but they get the.
Just you
Ooh,
gotta inbound the ball and just go 5-on-4. I feel bad, but yeah,
yeah, that's an
business
ankle.
is
That's
business, and
tough.
that's I trash Avdija for being
Oh man.
ballyhooed in the draft, but I don't want to see anybody hurt, and this looks very painful. So,
That looked like I couldn't see exactly. It looked like he
oh
came
man, I
down
don't
on
even want to see a replay.
yeah, it looked like he came
Look
down
at
on
the
a
pain
foot.
that he's in. Jeez,
That
ouch.
I think it's that classic like landed on a foot ankle thing. So painful.
If anything, at least it's an ankle, at least versus a knee. Never want a knee.
Yeah, I've done that ankle injury and it was so painful. Yikes. That's yeah.
You saw the replay.
Just seeing tweets about it.
Oh,
I think it's generally, I mean, I don't really want to see the replay either, but yeah. Oh man, he's still down. Ooh, that might be worse than just the kind of run of the mill bad ankle sprain if he can't even get up.
yeah, I do not want to. There's some things that I can't watch. Uh, like I've never seen the Sean Livingston injury. I just can't. I can't do it.
Uh,
I can't even. I'm not even gonna watch this.
oh yeah, foot on the foot. It's that, but really bad. He was all loaded on that ankle. Classic basketball injury, so painful. That's almost certainly out for the year type ankle injury. I mean, the good news is it's, like not an ACL or something where he's like going to have long term consequences from that, but still just sucks so much. Oof, I'll stick off on a wheelchair. Poor guy.
Jeez,
Oh, there's Jordan Bell. I forgot he was on the Wizards. They signed him. Saw
Jordan
him.
Bell's such a great person. If I were in the stadium and it wasn't a pandemic, he'd literally come up to say, "Hey, what's up?" It's just he's just such a nice guy. Um, I'm reading some stuff on Twitter again. We got tagged in one of these things. Sorry, but Bradley Beal is a great player, but he has not achieved the greatness of Steph Curry and most likely never will. I mean, why do you
Why
throw
is
people under the bus?
that
What's
even a
the joy in
conversation?
that? Give Beal some respect.
So the result of that play, now that we're back, is that Wizards had to intentionally foul to get the timeout, and so Wiggins has to
And
keep
we're in
their.
a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do, but please make both wigs. Oh, knock on wood.
Yeah, got one. All right. Yeah, that obviously colors an otherwise exciting stretch of basketball from the Warriors. Be really nice to get this tied going into halftime. Wiggins hits both. 3-point game.
Sorry, I forgot how to drink water there and choked.
Oh,
Oh my
Draymond.
God. What?
Draymond's getting victimized by Russ a few times here, where Russ is like he's like suckering him in on the over help and then dropping it off. Anyways, 5-point game. Be nice to get a
Yeah, I don't
step
know. I'd have to
three.
see a replay. I'm going to give credit to Russ in the interim.
Yeah, I mean, he's just faking Draymond out. There we go, Bays.
Wow, base.
Big
That's
shot.
beautiful.
All right, can we get a stop? Go down 2.5. That would be nice.
I mean, it's kind of Oubre's fault. If he's covering Russ, you got to stop him from the top.
Whew, got lucky on that Bertans shot. Man, after that start, you will be very happy going down.
Especially when Steph is 2 for 10, 0 for 6 on threes.
Yeah,
Take that all
he's
day.
not. You know he's hitting a three in the rest of this game. So, like one of them is going down.
You know what was funny is it was Rebecca who has a lot of homework tonight, by the way, for those of you who are familiar with us. It was what 2 games ago or something where Steph came out like same 0 for 6 or whatever. And after the first miss, she was like, "Oh, that's not going to happen all game," which she was right. But then he went like 0 for 6, so had to put the blame on him. Although I will take the blame on him not hitting 50, because on the 49th, I said, "Oh man, Steph, you got to get that 5-0," and he missed the free throw. So that's my bad. So all of us, Rebecca, me, we all have our jinxes out there. That's basketball gods for you.
Really good game going on. Philadelphia Phoenix, another sort of like high level matchup, tied up at halftime. Just looking around the league. But yeah, I mean, what a tale of two quarters. 38-20 in the first quarter, 38-22 in the second quarter, the other direction. Really bizarre game in which I think the two worst players for the Warriors right now have been Steph and Draymond. Which like is bizarre. I guess Michael Mulder gets thrown in there, but like Steph and Dre have both been off. Not terrible, but off. And that's not going to last the rest of the game. So you got to feel good going in only down 2 with that kind of first half. And the Kelly Oubre resurgence is really nice to see.
The Renaissance.
Yeah, so we're talking about him coming off the bench and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think it's interesting. So there's sort of 2 levels of this, which is just when he was out, the Warriors were clicking with Bazemore in that starting lineup. And so Kerr is riding that for now, because they were clicking, right? Bazemore being a guy who's more used to playing with Steph and also just isn't. The thing about Oubre that's been so interesting to watch this year is he clearly thinks of himself as a higher level scorer than he kind of has been. And there's pluses and minuses to that, right? Like it means that he's confident, and he, in games like this where you need him to score, like it's nice to have that kind of attitude, but it also means that he's a kind of a ball stopper on some possessions. And when you have Steph out there, like you just need the guys to be working with him and moving the ball and looking for Steph. And you can have some sort of like record scratch possessions where the ball's whipping around and then it goes to Oubre and then it just stops. And that was happening. They were, they weren't like horrendous with him, but clearly Kurt has seen that with Bazemore in that group, they just work a little better. And Steph has obviously blossomed with that lineup. I don't know if this is going to be a rest of the season thing now that Oubre is healthy. I'm not sure. Games like this will obviously make her think about re-putting it, putting him back in the starting lineup. The other flip side of this, though, is, a projection into thinking about next year, when obviously if Oubre is on the team, he's not starting. And this game would be what you'd really hope he could be, right? Next year is come in off the bench, take the scoring of that second group, be a terror on defense, and then play obviously with Steph would be the primary group out there, and maybe play that like Iguodala or whatever closing sixth man kind of role with when they go small with Draymond.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I think the whole interview thing, the post game that they had, where Oubre suggested that he has value not coming off the bench. That, I mean, when that happened, just so you guys know, I felt that it was like Nick Friedel had, and Nick's a great reporter, and he's doing his job. And if I'm the CEO of ESPN, I'm damn happy with Nick Friedel. But that night, Oubre had already asked him to not talk about that, because NBA players don't want to negotiate through the media, and that's what happens when they get asked about free agency questions and they're not a free agent yet. That's what really got KD pissed off in 2019. So a lot of NBA players would rather not negotiate through the media, but that was like the third question he was being asked, and Oubre just had enough, and so he just kind of snapped back at Friedel, kind of, in his mind. I can tell you, like, what I speculate, this is still speculation, is that Oubre was thinking, all right, fine, you want me to negotiate through the media? I'll negotiate through the media right now. And I'm going to say that I don't want to come off the bench. Fine. Because I sure as hell am not giving up my bargaining power to you towards Bob Myers right here and now. I sure as hell am not going to do that right here and now. So I think he just had to do what most NBA players would have done. Maybe some other NBA players, like, Steph, wouldn't have worded it in that way. And probably if Andre Iguodala was still on our squad after the interview, he might have said, yo, Kelly, here's how you handle this next time. You just say, yo, Nick, I just told you I'm not commenting on that, so no comment, and that would make you look better, because then now you have two risks. You have the media overblowing this, fans jumping on the media overblowing bandwagon. And then number two, it's just a bad look in terms of the media reaction could cause an effect on the locker room, which it didn't. Why? Because Kerr runs a really tight ship, and all the guys are really bought in and would run through a wall for Steve. And even still, Steve said that he talked to Oubre and that he would help him through this process of coming off the bench if he had to. And that's the master psychologist of Steve Kerr coming through. He came out under Phil Jackson, under Greg Popovich. So it's one of those things, man. All the hate that Steve gets by the comedians on Warriors Twitter, the truth of the matter is, I would go play for Steve Kerr any day. Me, as a basketball junkie, as a guy who, plays rec ball, plays pickup ball, or used to, man, I would love to be coached by Steve, just to feel it. I think it would make my experience of being on a team so much better just to be on a team led by Steve. Yeah, so that's my whole spiel right there. If there's nothing interesting in the comments, which I don't know that there is, maybe there is, I just haven't had time to check because I'm doing
Yeah,
all these things.
nothing
You can
particular.
talk about Steph MVP if you want.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, people in the chat, halftime is the perfect time if you have questions or things you want us to talk about. Um, yeah, the Steph MVP thing, I mean, obviously he's playing out of his mind, and so the buzz is starting to rise about his MVP chances. I mean, I think Russ winning a few years ago when he had that like averaging a triple double season, and the Thunder were a 6 seed, stood out to a lot of people because it was really an aberration. That's the lowest I've ever heard of somebody's team being and then winning the MVP. And I think that there's just a lot of tradition around the MVP going to a player who's playing incredibly on one of the top 3 or 4 teams. I mean, I think there's debate around that kind of way of defining it. And you can think that Steph is the most valuable player to his team because when he's off the court, they're terrible, right? But when he's on the court, they're a playoff team, and that the on-off numbers of that might be a case for his value. But usually the league has interpreted the term value to just really mean like best player on the best team or best player on one of the best teams, right? And so I think there's literally zero chance for Steph to win enough game or for the Warriors to win enough games for Steph to really enter that conversation when you have guys like Jokic and Embiid who are putting up the kind of numbers that they're putting up on teams that are doing a lot better. I mean, if you're bringing up Kareem as your argument, then that's kind of my point because that's like 40 years ago, right? So
Speaking of which, was Kareem before or after 79-80? Because I read in the wiki of NBA MVP, if you just go Google NBA MVP wiki, they changed it from a player vote to a media vote in 79 and 80. So I wouldn't mind it going back to player vote. It's not going to happen, but this is the NBA's way of giving the media a bone. And so just remember, before you get outraged by the Steph MVP talk, that it is what it is. Like, it's a vote. So there's human beings involved. They obviously have their own biases. I mean, let me speculate and say, okay, a guy like Brian Windhorst is never gonna vote for Steph. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but there's examples of that. So
I mean,
I'm
you're
not
going to
gonna be
get people
mad.
voting for LeBron this year, even though he missed like 20
Yeah.
games.
Oh yeah, Ramona Shelburne loves LeBron, right? So
Yeah.
I don't hate those two, and they're very good at what they do, just in case this somehow gets to them. So I know
I think
I'm
the
just
end
saying,
result of all this, I mean, I don't know how much it's worth continuing to talk about, but like
yeah,
he's going to be on the ballot, which is a compliment in itself, right? Like he will get votes for second or third place MVPs, and at the end of the day, like Marcus Thompson wrote in that article as The Athletic the other day, like what he's doing is beyond just like whether he's the MVP or not. Like we need to just appreciate it regardless of some award validating whether it's, matters or not. Um, he's not, I mean, he's putting up insane numbers. And at the end of the day, so is Jokic and so is Embiid, and their teams are better. And so they'll probably win it. And I think that's kind of just the end of it, right? But he's going to get all first team NBA or all NBA first team, I mean, and he's going to get recognized in all sorts of other ways. And everyone who's a Warriors fan will know exactly how much this meant, regardless of like the hardware that doesn't with it.
let me just say one last thing on that, which is really less about the whole MVP thing, is with the Marcus Thompson article, and I'm almost giving him free excuse me, publicity I'm almost giving him free publicity. So if Marcus, you get a hold of this, don't be mad at me. But I just felt that his thesis was off. Like, oh, we should appreciate Steph. I mean, yeah, but I would have been more on the Marcus Thompson train if he had just called out some media that he predicts is not going to vote for Steph. It's just one of those. I guess what I'm trying to say is not every, Steph has 4 turnovers or whatever it is, 5 turnovers. I think Marcus did a turnover there. He didn't really provide any additional information in his article, and I get that he was trying to make Warriors fans not be so outraged as you see on Twitter. But I thought he went it all the wrong way. So I thought that was a waste of an article, but that's just my 2 cents. Otherwise, he's actually a great guy. And I mean, he gets a little, he's always promoting the book, which he should be. I would be too. And so sometimes he likes to get on that soapbox, that stage, and it's all good because he's earned it. But yeah, I thought that was a waste of an article, but those are some harsh words. It's not really a waste. Anyways, what else can we talk about? My Juan Toscano video is having problems. Damn. I wanted that ready by halftime, but oh geez, whatever. Life of a YouTube publisher. Let's look at any other things going on in the chat.
Weird people invading it that I'm banning, but I don't know.
I'm not even going to bother looking at that. Let's see.
Just nonsense.
What did Nano say? Nano, I saw something that said my name in it, and then it scrolled down to catch up.
Oh God, I don't know. That was a long time ago. Something about Juan earlier. Anana was talking. People were talking about the injuries this season. I saw this interesting article. I think it was on The Athletic, and the basic takeaway was that actually there isn't a meaningful difference in the amount of injuries this year to other years, even though it kind of feels like it.
Really? Wait, where did you get that? That's awesome.
The Athletic, somebody Stotts is the writer. I forget his name. Stotts.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Back? Okay, cool.
Anyways, but the profile, it's like number of injuries isn't necessarily up, but like the star level guys getting hurt is more. And so it feels, we care more about those injuries, basically.
Okay, I'm worried with that NATO baseline drive. He went around Steph too easily.
Yeah. Well, Steph goes, whoa, my God.
Oh, and he's off. Oh, geez. Short on the runner.
Continues this bizarre Steph game.
Yeah, he is off both on offense and defense.
Yeah, he got right where he needed to go. He just all right.
We somehow got a 50-50 ball there.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, Steph. A lot of front rim from what I've seen of several guys.
Yeah. You know what? It's a long road trip, guys. You got to know that.
Man, Beal puts a ton of pressure on you.
Like, guys, you got to know, you got to be able to read the situation. You're short on a lot of shots. That's the basketball gods telling you this has been a long road trip. So you got to just take what's given to you and adjust accordingly.
All right, free throws from Beal. Draymond corner 3, Clank front rim again.
16 to 9, 15.
Russ gets really deep. Neto's wide open in the corner, swishes a 3. They're back up 9.
I would love to see the tape on that. I wish somebody could just send
Just
me a tape of all the bad defensive plays so I could just
gotta
quickly
just
analyze.
okay. Wide open three from Wiggins. Plank. Draymond gets the offensive rebound. Steph gets blocked by
Oh my
Len.
God.
His timing is
I know
weird.
Len is tall, but still, right?
Yeah,
There's
Beal
something
gets an
wrong.
open three on a step back. Oh my God, we
In
almost ripped
there,
off
like
our feet.
we can't catch the ball cleanly.
Yeah, this first group is just out of sync. It's weird. All right, Bazemore gets a clean look, drains it. There we
Yeah,
go.
that's the one guy in the
Yeah,
starting
seriously.
unit, and he gets all this heat. Come on,
Yeah, I think the minutes are starting to catch up on this road trip with Steph and Wiggins and Dre, who have been
for
carrying
sure.
the brunt of it. Oh man. Oh
Oh, what a
wow.
pass.
He just blocked himself and then jump ball. Great play by Bazemore there.
13 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, good help by Bazemore. Bazemore's been really solid, other than like blowing that layup in a couple of little silly things. uh, oh, Bazemore wins the tip because Russell pushed Draymond.
Ooh, it's like, thank you for being Russ.
Or maybe that's not what they called. Maybe they called Len for
Okay.
jumping early. Either could have been called from what I'll see.
Watch
Regardless.
out, Steph off ball.
Oh, Draymond feeds Looney.
Beautiful.
Looney
Oh,
gets the
Loon.
foul, can't finish.
Yeah. It's definitely the road trip has caught up to this team. So if we can find a way to muster a win like this, it's going to be so good for us
Yeah,
long term.
man. I hope Wiseman is watching these sorts of highlights and just being like, this is exactly what I need to do. Because if Wiseman catches that clean, that's a dunk. You know, Looney can't power over guys like that. So he's just got to learn from Looney's positioning, and then his exceptional athleticism will allow him to do more with those moments. But if he just like gets down Looney's like general sense of where to be, he'll be amazing next year. Oof, Neto.
Yeah, a lot of it is just patience. A lot of it on behalf of the fan base.
Neto has flipping 17 points already. Draymond just backing down Beal.
Oh, thank
Tripped
goodness.
him.
This is
Yeah.
one of those where the ref could have called it the wrong way and then Draymond picks up tech.
Yeah, for sure. You know he would have. All right.
But I love you, Dre. You know, it would have been entertaining, even though it
That's
would have
big
cost
on the
a point.
switch. Bazemore open. Looney. Can't quite get it.
See that they're just everybody's off by a split second.
Yeah, that was one where Bazemore. Oh man. Oh, good defense by Looney.
Oh,
And then they just trip Steph on the back.
he got tackled.
That was pretty. Let's see a replay of that Looney block. I mean, he just went vertical on Beal, and Beal tried to throw it down on
Still
him.
can't believe it. Let's see.
Yeah.
That is
I mean,
perfect defense.
Looney's just jumping in the air. You don't own that space anymore
Verticality,
than he
baby.
does. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get Steph a little rhythm here. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. He was open.
He's getting looks. That first quarter, he wasn't
Got 8
getting
more
looks.
minutes to hit one.
Man,
Next time out, go ahead and take some threes, practice shots.
it's tough because then Beal gets a tough layup on the other end. You're getting good looks.
There's
You've
the
got to be
screen.
happy with it.
Look out.
There we go,
There we
Steph.
go. There we go. The ball went through the hoop. Look out.
Yeah, maybe he
Cracking the
can get a
dam.
little rhythm.
Cracking the dam. Mark that. 740 mark. It's down 7.
Yeah, they'll let Russ shoot
go.
all he wants.
Get the ball to Steph, period. I don't want to see anybody else shooting at this one. He just made it.
Yup, you called it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You called it. Wasn't
Jump on the
gonna be
train,
cold
people.
forever.
Jump on right now. This is the time.
4-point
boy.
game.
Flurry time.
They'll let Russ airball it all he wants.
Take it from half court, Steph. I don't care.
Oh God.
I know, right?
No, he had it if he had kept running on that relocation, but kind of
Why
gave up
didn't he
on
go
it.
to Draymond?
Oh, Baze.
Right, Baze.
All right.
He
Big
could have
game
just
from
went to
Baze, too.
Draymond for the DHO.
Yeah, I thought
that
he kind of
didn't.
gave up on it. I don't know.
But Baze hit it 3, so I can't complain.
Yeah. Well, they're letting Russ shoot themselves out of this game right now. Yeah, Beal is more dangerous.
Please continue,
but,
Washington.
oh, Draymond with the great help.
Good for Steph.
Bazemore. Okay. Bazemore gets the
Yes,
foul.
yes.
There we go.
Bazemore.
And it all starts on the defensive end there. Draymond digging down and just ripping the ball out.
You know how last game Steve joked that he should just give the game ball to Steph every single time, every single game? Well, there's always like this, to me, give the game what other thing can we give that's part of the game that was equipment? Game towel. So the last game, give the game towel to Looney. This game, give the game towel to
Bazemore or Oubre are
Bazemore,
for it.
In terms of the starters, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Oubre overall, but yeah.
Oubre in that first quarter, but Bazemore's been the hero of this third so far.
Yeah, he's been the glue that's kept together the starters.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he has 16 on 6 for 9. He's hit 4 threes. He has 3 steals, 5 rebounds, and then Oubre with 18. It's really been those two guys carrying the offense. Wiggins has a quiet 10 as he's going to do, but he's 0 for 5 from 3. It's really been Oubre and Bazemore, and then Poole had that little flurry for a bit too. But if Steph starts to find himself here, this could be a very different game very quickly.
I love how Kevin Herrera in the comments. Thanks for coming back, Kevin. Everybody hit that like button real quick. Me too. Kevin, like, we got this. Isn't it? It's just such a different feeling now. Like, we really do have these games. Like, as long as we can pull this one out, it's just that, like, that confidence that we used to have, like, you know, before the last 2 seasons, kind of, sort of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we got this, is truly, we got this. Like, we just need to get that little extra mile and we're right there. And it feels really good to finally, this is the identity Steve was talking about all season long. And it took this long to get here. I mean, this is assuming we win this one and not screw it up again. But we're at a point where the Warriors can smell blood, or they can realize that this is a very winnable game and they win it. Man, wow. You're going to be a proud Dub Nation fan. You know what I mean? Feels great.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of that is Steph. Like,
this replay, he got fouled on that one from behind right there.
Not surprising.
He needs to grow his beard down here to look like Harden or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, look at that lineup. You have Wilt, Kareem, and Steph. If you're in a category of scoring with Kareem and Wilt, you're doing good.
You know what's crazy? And I when you talked about that, as you were saying it, I was like, did Kobe ever get this comparison? I don't think he did, right?
I don't know
if great as Kobe was.
Well, the thing that they keep putting up in these
statistics, I love Kobe, but
you know. Oh, they got a technical also. Cool. I didn't see that happening.
Oh, clear path. It's the same. But yeah, back to my Kobe point. I love Kobe. I'm just saying how, and he blew one free. He made 1 out of 2.
Yeah, 1 out of 2.
We get the ball back, which is great. But yeah. I made that Kobe reference only to elevate Steph, not to
Mhm.
throw Kobe under the bus or anything.
I think the thing that keeps disqualifying Kobe from the way that, oh, beautiful pass by Draymond, Oubre dunk. That's all Steph too. I mean, the Wizards were terrified of Steph on the split action, and Oubre just leaked wide open to the basket.
We're up by 2.
Anyways, the thing that's disqualifying Kobe is they keep putting a 50% field goal percentage on there too, and I don't think Kobe ever did that for a stretch.
Yeah.
Great defense on Beal's drive.
Again, we're not throwing Kobe under the bus, even though it sounds like we are.
Oh no,
That's not the
just
intention.
nobody's ever been this efficient from the perimeter as Steph.
Ooh,
Great rebound by Wiggins.
and
Gets the
one. All
foul.
right, good.
Yeah, you can see the Warriors' energy level has kicked up, from that first quarter where they were just getting beat to every loose ball and they were looking like they were the sort of lackadaisical team. That's no longer the case. Draymond's just locking Beal down on drives. Oubre's hustling. Wiggins is hustling. Wiggins gets his first free throw. Bazemore's hustling. Just the energy level has changed entirely.
So enjoyable.
Wiggins with two free throws in a
Hey,
row.
hey,
That's
hey,
incredible.
hey.
13-0
I
run.
need to see that 2 straight games though, before I ask him in the Q&A.
Wizards running a lot of action to try to get Bertans an open 3. Warriors snuff it all out, get the rebound. Oubre's got ahead of steam, pulls it back out. Smart. Oh, man, Wiggins just
Oh,
really fumbled that away. Bertans open 3.
no, please, thank
Oh,
goodness.
man,
Still got it back.
unlucky bounces
He's not
there.
going to miss that.
Draymond's pissed off at Wiggins not finishing. But anyways, up 2. Let's go.
Still up 2.
Come on, Curry.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
I'm
Yeah,
like playing a video game, right?
they gave him way too much space there.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw it. Like
Yeah.
it's a video game. It's a freaking video game.
Wow. Good
No way.
contest.
It's not on Wiggs. That's the thing Wiggs does so well is the recovery.
Oh my God. Beautiful play. Again,
Gravity.
they're so keyed in on Steph that guy can leak
Okay, let's
out.
take a quick pick. Quick pick. Ready? And oh geez. 1, 2, 3. I forgot we were not in the 3-box format with Rebecca, but I
That's
got
second.
Steph in a rare picture. I never get Steph. That's
Second
awesome.
wide open dunk in the last couple minutes off of that same action.
Oh my god. Nobody
And
is gonna
Bazemore.
want a game plan against us. Oh my goodness.
That's the thing. That's why I want to make sure we get the 8th seed so bad. Is just
Right.
like scare the hell out of some people,
Because explain the play in again.
Yeah, so top 10 teams are in there. 7, 8, 9, and 10 make the play in. The way this is getting talked about a lot is making it sound like they're all kind of on equal footing, but it's actually there is a significant advantage to the 7 and 8 seeds. So 7 and 8 play each other in a winner take all game. Whoever wins that game gets the 7th seed. 9 and 10 play each other. Whoever wins that game plays the loser of the 7-8 game. And so if you're a 9 or 10 seed, you have to win 2 games to make the 8th seed. If you're a 7 or an 8, all you need to do is win 1 out of 2. And so if the Warriors can get up to that 8th or 7th seed, I love their chances just having to win 1 out of 2. But if you're stuck in 9 and 10 and you have to win 2 in a row, just like the NCAA tournament, like crazy things happen, and you might get a Steph game where he's off, and then you lose. Whereas if you just have to win 1 out of 2, you're obviously in a much better situation. So Man, if I'm the Utah Jazz, by the way, this is the worst possible outcome would be the Warriors ending up eighth. You have your great season. The Jazz are like riding this high of like the best year they've had since Karl Malone and John Stockton were on this team. And then you're going to draw a red hot Steph in the first round. Like, nightmare. I mean, they still probably beat us in a 7-game series, but you don't want to go to war with Steph and Draymond in a 7-game series. Like, nobody was going to want that.
Wouldn't it be poetic for us to be like, we believe 2.0, and this time we beat the Jazz, who beat us in the We Believe year, right?
It would be pretty nice.
It would
Pretty
be a
perfect
nice
story.
I mean, franchise versus franchise, totally different era, but it is something to have some fun with against Jazz fans, I guess.
And they're new, they're a young team. They don't have that like game tested group. So it's possible. Draymond with the great help. And then Curry with the great help almost gets a steal there. Yeah, and we have the softest schedule of those teams in the back half of that group. We have the softest schedule. So this is why games like this are so important, because we have to beat the teams we're better than, and then we'll have a big advantage. Mulder in there. Let's hope he can play a little better with this second time in. Beal goes right around him, but misses. Curry gets the rebound. Great play. Gets it out to Poole. Oubre pulls from 3, misses. So we got Oubre and Poole and Mulder in there with Draymond and Steph to close this quarter. Mulder draws the tough Beal assignment, but does enough to get him to stop. Ooh, Oubre almost got an 8-second violation, just kind of lackadaisical there.
Freaking Ish Smith.
Yeah, just a little sloppy on the pass.
But yeah, we're still off a little bit. Or Draymond is. I mean, like, just that road trip fatigue.
Yeah, still a little weird. So we're still up 5. Let's close this quarter. Steph's getting mauled down there. Finally called it. We in the bonus yet? If not, we are now. I forget exactly. NBC is sure to supply us a highlight of the Wizards. Good job. I guess we're not in the bonus yet. Next foul we are. Steph thinks we're shooting free throws. Yep, Steph's right. Steph just told the refs, hey, we're in the bonus, and then they changed it up.
I love how Steph is always aware. Like, we had that earlier with the shot clock violation.
Yep. That was
like,
so funny. The
more
refs
aware
were
of,
like lining them up, and Steph was like, what are you doing? Like, I'm shooting.
Steph is more aware of time score situation than everyone else on the court.
Yeah.
I love that.
Free throw margin, by the way, has evened up almost exactly. So again, just the Warriors tightening up since that first quarter. Up 7 now.
God, we're up 7.
Yeah, that first quarter, no way I'd believe this. Get another stop. Draymond, at least he's weird on offense, but his defense has been solid.
Yep.
Steph playing.
That was like,
oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
Way to jinx that, Gobsta. I like it.
Draymond fakes the handoff, layup. Up 9.
We are up 9 on a
tough play.
Gafford. Yeah. Who is this Gafford? Tell us more.
He was a backup for Chicago. I think it's 3rd year. He was like a early 2nd, late 1st. I forget exactly. Just kind of energy, big guy, bounced around for a while with Chicago. Then they traded him out as part of a bunch of their deadline moves, and the Wizards are pretty desperate for big guys. So I don't know much about him. He doesn't have much of an offensive game other than just kind of pick and roll roller guy. but he's been active. He's made himself available
Well,
on this.
we know one thing, he's playing better than Jordan Bell, who hasn't gotten any run.
Yeah. Poole gets an open look, cashes the 3. There we go. 9-point game. Closing group is on a run. Yeah, and they continue to try to bait. Oh, wow. I thought Draymond blocked that, but it snuck in over him. That really looked like Oubre got fouled, and he's complaining about it. Looked like he got whacked in the arms. Draymond tried to lob it to him on the short roll. It looked like he got hammered on the arms, but they didn't call it. Kerr's mad about it, but I don't know what's happening in terms of what's actually. Wait, what? Somebody get a technical?
On Draymond or Kerr?
It would be Oubre or Kerr.
Okay.
That's frustrating because that was a missed call, and then you. So here's the play. Draymond lobs it up. Oubre gets whacked across
Come
the
on.
and then he reacts. And then,
you know, I'm just like, I say challenge right now. I know it's early, but it's just these kind of things that can sway a game.
it's so annoying because that should be free throws for us. Instead, it's a turnover and they get a technical free throw. But like Oubre's right to be mad, and then he doesn't get to be mad because they get to call a technical. Meanwhile, they're going to call a foul on Curry. Oh my God. Come on, refs.
On Steph?
Yeah.
And they're shooting free throws or outside out? Let me see.
It was on the what?
Oh, foul on Looney.
Oh, Looney.
Yeah, I kind of saw Looney shove, but
yeah, I thought they called it on
subtle.
Steph, but I guess
Steph, a lot worse from Tristan Thompson, for example.
All right. Well, you gotta just shake it off.
Fouls.
Side out, so just shake it off. Let's go.
Next time out, I got to do highlights.
Keep this lead. Just stay down on Russ. Let Russ shoot. Oh my God, what is happening on the backside?
Wow.
That's like the 5th time they've just completely lost Gafford on the backside there. I don't know what's going on. Somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Oh my God.
JP, just shoot it.
No fouls called there at all. That's insane. And then they're going to call that immediately.
That's why you should have challenged it.
That's pretty wild. Can we get a replay of the multiple attempts on the other end? I mean, Jordan Poole did a stupid thing there. He got stuck up in the air and just kind of dropped the ball. This is somebody.
Just shoot the ball, you know.
Throw it up there, like. This is not the play I want to see. Can we see the actual contended play here? No, we're just going to get Wizards highlights. Thank you, NBC DC. All right, let's hope they can shake this off. They were playing so well. The refs are getting in their heads a little bit. 2-point lead still. Mulder wide open. Banks it home. All right.
Okay, we'll take it, man. Sometimes you need luck.
Not pretty, but it'll work.
Wow.
Good help by Looney. Poked that out. But that was another play where the backdoor cut was open. Looney just reacted to poke it away, but Russ was about to find another back cut open for a dunk. Neto with the long 3.
Comes back to earth.
Yeah, you'll take that. So you'll get the last shot here, basically. Up 5, hopefully up more. See what they can do. Looks like Poole ISOing. Goes right by Gafford. Looks like
Yes,
goaltending, right?
goaltending.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Shout out JP, man.
Man,
Need that.
his first step is so quick.
Yeah, because they were keying in on Steph. They did the right thing, and that's good, defensive execution under Scotty Brooks, which is immediately double Steph, get the ball out of his hands. They doubled him with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah.
That was
And that's
smart.
what having Poole out there does. It's just like having another guy who can do something with the ball in their hand. Russ will pull from 3, miss it, and that's the quarter. Up
Good guess.
7.
Good guess by Oubre
Yep.
to not, you know, just let him shoot that.
So annoying ref stuff, but you still go up 7 going into the fourth quarter. I mean, since the first quarter, they've won by 25 points. Like the rest of the game after that first quarter, they've won by 20. So you just got to keep it rolling. Yes, it's true. Triple double watch for Steph.
Really?
14, 7, and 7.
Wow. How many points?
For only 14 points.
Okay.
But 7 rebounds, 7 assists. I mean, that's classic Steph. Like, he's not the kind of guy who, if he's not making shots, won't have done stuff. Like he's not the kind of guy who's going to just stop playing if he's not making shots. And really, I mean, this game continues to be a story of the other guys rising. You have Bazemore with 19, you have Oubre with 20, you have Poole with 13. It's huge. Those 3 guys. I mean, Wiggins isn't even having that great of a game. I mean, he has 12. He's been okay. But to have Wiggins and Steph, who've been the 2 leading scorers, have off nights and still be winning and have 3 other guys rise up is huge. Warriors are winning in basically every category other than the Wizards have shot a few more free throws, but that's been evened up almost entirely. Warriors are shooting a higher percentage on them too, so it's kind of a nothing. I really like that, anonymous. That's a hilarious phrase. Anonymous said their brother said they're no longer a fan of Steph Curry. I'm now a full-blown air conditioner. It took me a second to get, but I love it.
Oh, who came up with that?
Anonymous's brother.
Oh my God. We gotta send him a medal of honor with that.
That's incredible.
I love it.
I love it.
Oh my God. I'm gonna use that later. Anonymous, you're not anonymous. If your brother's on Instagram, please have him DM me or I don't know.
Oh, and we're back.
Email me. I don't know. Hit me up somehow.
All right. Second unit played great first time they were out there.
Oh,
he just got whacked in the back. Man. Good closeout by Wiggins. Yeah, second unit had some great minutes last time. Let's hope they can put together a little stretch here. Let's see if Wiggins can get on track a little bit. Nope.
Oh boy, 0 for 2 now. I'm worried.
Just stay on Bertans, man. Again,
no, it's 4 points.
Only guy you need to guard out there right now.
Exactly, right? God, oh man.
When they don't have Beal on the court, like he's the only guy you really need to worry about. Looney jumper? Okay, sure. All right.
God.
Maybe not the shot I want that early in the shot clock, but all right.
Yeah. Take it. Oh, I forgot to do highlights.
Okay. Better rotation chasing Bertans around there.
Travel.
Yeah.
Way to close out base. That's that doesn't get in anybody's stat book, but
yep. the footwork on that fake and then go when you're in the corner like that gets a lot of not not the high level guys. They make that mistake a lot.
Here's Bays playing point guard.
Yeah.
JP coming off. Let's see.
Oh, good backdoor. Wiggins short. Looney gets it, kicks it back out to Poole.
Did that hit rim or no? I guess not.
Oh man, good block.
We have 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm pretty sure it was an air ball, but there's a 1% chance that it grazed the rim. I don't know.
They're not going to show that replay, of course.
Not show the right
why would you want to see that?
We're going to show the Wizards.
Yeah.
Highlight.
That's actually amazing.
You.
If you draw a quick ball, that's the reset of the shot clock. That's brilliant.
You know, that's what you should always do if you're down, you know, and you're taking the ball out. Just throw it at the guy's foot.
I never thought about that as an idea.
Right?
That's
yeah.
super smart. All right, now you got yourself a shot clock. Poole pulls it quick anyways. That's fine. I just got to make these.
Yeah.
I like the shot.
Wishing they go in, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, that's a trap.
Looney.
Oh, great help. Everyone
Looney,
died.
Man, so inspirational.
Looney's just so solid. He just does.
Smart. Wiseman, take notes.
Yeah. Come on, Oubre. Let's get some points here. Goes at Lopez. That's our ball, though. We keep it. Lopez is doing some stuff.
I have no idea how the ref saw it from way over there, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's probably what Robin Lopez is mad about.
Lopez is a good defender. Like, he will do what he needs to do.
Oh, he just
Jordan. Oh, Jordan draws the. Oh no, I thought he drew the foul there, but he got it anyway.
Maybe it was hand on hand lots of times.
Yeah, probably. But big shot anyway.
Who was the defender? Who is that?
Bonga, I think.
Oh, okay.
Good defense by Bazemore. Stay with Beal.
Risky double. But he got back.
Looney. Oh man, Looney's so good. That's a tough shot from Beal, but that's all you can do. Just make it hard on him.
Still up 7, got that 7 cushion. All right, Bonga's holding Wiggins, but you know, we don't get those calls.
They're letting them really hold our guys off the ball. Wiggins goes right at him. Gets hit again. Oubre's pissed. He's mad. Oh man. Bertans wanted to throw it down on JP.
Oh my god. I am entertained though. Poole wants a challenge.
I think that was probably a foul. Oh man.
Oh wow.
No, that was clean.
He got all ball. Maybe challenge that. No, I don't think he challenged that. The momentum isn't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's too late now. It's kind of an automatic 2 points for Bertans to shoot free throws, though. So I might have tried to challenge, but
yeah, I'm more of a guy that challenges based on the momentum. I think I don't care when. I mean, it's got to be second half, but like
it has to be second half. I feel like I'd only challenge if it's sort of guaranteed affecting the score, like taking points off or adding points, basically.
Right, and that was a free throw because he missed.
Yeah. How is that not a foul?
I'm just glad he didn't get injured.
Yeah. Oh, great play by Bazemore.
Oh my god, that's an elite pick.
Oh my god.
Bad pass though.
Come on.
Oh my god. Here comes Russell.
Just can we settle down?
Thank goodness. Russell downhill and we survived. Oh
yeah.
I'll take it.
Come on, Wiggins. There we go. Gets that foul call. They're letting a lot of contact happen.
All right, so here's where I think you try and extend this as long as you can. You have a 5-point lead. If you feel the momentum, then you bring in Steph. But I don't bring in Steph just yet. 8 minutes.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to rush him back when the second unit hasn't been crisp, but they haven't given up any, they've just been kind of going back and forth. That's fine. If it wasn't for that couple of bad calls, they would have been actually up points here. So You let them keep playing. Let Steph and Dre come and close as usual.
Okay,
Yeah.
so because I some people were wondering where we've been on the chat. I've been busy doing uh Juan Toscano pregame video, which I know you guys want to see. So it's on the channel now. Steph and Andrew Wiggins, but more importantly, Juan Toscano, 35 stitches, wearing a beanie pregame, but he's working out. He's like guarding Theo Robertson 94 feet. Like, to me, it feels like he's going to pass concussion protocol for Monday. Wait, Monday? What day is today? No, Friday. I lose track of the days. Um, yeah, I feel like he's going to play just because, like, you're not lightheaded if you're guarding your assistant coach 94 feet and doing drills like that. But at the end of the day, it's still gross speculation on my part.
Yeah.
I'm going to do highlights right now. So I'm going to shut up
Yeah.
for a minute.
People in the chat, or I mean, person in the chat. Yes, we see it. We're not just letting random people on the Zoom who we don't know. Sorry. Stick around for a while.
Nah, let's,
if we get to
turn it
know
over
you.
a new leaf. We're going to go random people we don't know on the Zoom. Nah, just kidding. Heck no.
But yeah, if you stick around and we trust you eventually, sure.
Yeah, we did that with Jeffrey.
Yeah.
He did good commenting, stayed positive, made erudite comments in the chat, all of that.
Prove you're a voice worth listening to, and we'll bring you off.
Basically.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain did play volleyball, and I'm sure he was amazing at it.
Wow. He did play volleyball? My God.
I mean, you imagine.
That's the one guy I'd take a time machine to go back and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's some insane athleticism.
Yeah, those Russell and Chamberlain battles would have been incredible.
That's, just being a basketball purist, you're right. Like, just, I don't care what era. I don't care if it's a peach basket. You know what I mean? Not to diss them because it wasn't a peach basket.
Megan's still off.
You know how we feel about that one, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, attack, bro.
That's the sort of shot I'm cool with him taking if he's already hit a bunch, right? If he's already in a rhythm. But if that's his shot, meh. Good defense on all of these actions so far. Force a Russ long three. Bazemore with the fight for that rebound. Big time rebound. Their defense has been so much better since that first quarter, man. Open three for Poole. Cans it.
Oh, baby.
Let's go.
JP. I'm so impressed by JP, man.
He and Draymond are running the same. Oh, and then Bazemore gets another steal. Draymond and Poole are running the same. Oh, Poole just canned another three off the handoff with Draymond. I was about to say this, and then he did it again. But Draymond and Poole are running the same actions they run with Steph because Poole has the same kind of off the dribble shooting capability that not a lot of guys do. It just changes everything. If he can learn to do stuff like Steph does with Draymond, those little two-man game things, that changes everything.
Oh my goodness. It was going to be so incredible, next year when Clay's back. It's just, that's why, any slander on Draymond is just ridiculous, period. No debate.
Yeah. By the way, Bazemore up to 6 steals now.
Holy smokes.
He's been a terror.
That's unbelievable. 6 steals? Good Lord.
Yeah. Poole up to 22 points. So we have 45 points off the bench right now as a team, which is unheard of this year. With Oubre 20 and Poole 22. And that's just, it's huge. Anonymous said this in the chat earlier, but like this kind of game actually probably is better as a team in terms of like the stretch run here. Like having Steph go nuclear and winning you games because he's going insane is like cool, but it's not going to last forever. And so having a game like this where he comes down to earth, but other guys rise up is huge for the team's confidence going forward, that they don't need him to hit 49 points to win a game. And again, I mean, the Wizards are not good, but you got to beat the teams in front of you. And with Steph and Wiggins both struggling, it's a big deal that they're pulling ahead here.
We got a pool party in the highlights.
Oh
You guys
man,
want
they just
highlights? Just go to our Twitter, twitter.com/Let's Go Warriors.
Woj
Or you
just
can wait
tweeted.
my TikTok.
Woj just tweeted that Avdia fractured his ankle, so he broke.
You know, I had a feeling, not even looking at the replay, I had a feeling.
I mean, his level of pain. I mean, I've done that exact action and sprained it, and it's like excruciating. But I was able to like hobble off the court, you know. The fact that he wasn't able to even get up should have probably signaled to us that it was something much worse. So tough end of the season for the Rook. Hopefully he can rest up and be ready for next season.
Wait, did Oubre just score?
No.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was doing highlights. So anyway.
Yeah. No.
Oh boy, you're settling, Andrew.
Another miss. I mean, that at least like I'm okay with that shot because it's at least
because it was a swing.
Yeah. And he makes those usually, so you're fine. It's just
I just like to see more dog in him.
Yeah, I agree. I think Russ just threw it off his own foot. Yeah, he did. Russ tried to throw it off Draymond and threw it off himself. Steph comes back in. Warriors are up 11. Huge. Again, this second unit has just been the story of this game. They've saved the whole game. And now you have your closer in, and Poole's feeling it. Poole with the step back. All right.
Ooh.
That's fine. That's a little heat check. He hit 2 in a row. I'm okay with it. You're up. Great defense on Beal. Great help. Great help. Oh my God. They call that a foul after like 3 seconds of what I thought was a tie up. I thought Bazemore had him in a jump ball before the foul. But whatever. So I think they're calling Curry on the reach. Gafford goes to the line. Got Pascal tweeting about Poole. All right, Gafford hits both. Warriors are up 9. 6 minutes left. Yeah, big game from Gafford. 18 and 6. Steph finds Draymond on the short roll, gets Bazemore at the foul line. Can't find the jump.
That one. It's okay. You made a whole bunch earlier.
Yeah, I mean, again, open
just
look.
Be careful next time down.
You'll take open shots. Neto goes at Steph. Nothing going.
I thought for sure Steph would get a call there on him.
Seriously.
Oh, like JP, come on.
Oh my God, Steph.
Yeah.
Just
also that was late.
Yeah, just take the shot.
Find Steph immediately. I mean, yeah, a turnover is a turnover, but if you found Steph earlier, 0.5 seconds before that, we would have 3 points.
6 turnovers for Steph now.
That's not the whatever points that he has.
Weird. It's such a weird game.
7-6 that you want.
It's so bizarre to me that like literally everything else is generally going well, other than the one thing that you'd expect to just count on. It may not end up mattering for this game, but it's just a bizarre game to watch. Seeing
Wiggins in for
everyone,
Bazemore.
yeah, they're saving Bays
Okay,
for
we
that.
gotta pull this one out. Knock on wood.
Yeah, Kerr's saving Bazemore for the close.
Yeah, good point. We so need a. I mean, you guys just go coach an AAU team. You're gonna realize that you need to do the sub out, few minutes left, sub back in later.
Just no calls. We're not getting any calls. Oubre just gets whacked across the arm there.
Draymond pleading his case, but they're not listening to him, and he's like, ugh.
Just take care of business. You're up 8.
Seriously.
Steph gets
Come
a
on,
look.
Steph.
Can't find it. Man. Is that not a that's a carry, right? No, they're
They're
calling
gonna
a
call
reach.
foul on Poole though.
Trying to reach on Poole,
Reaching
man.
in.
Wizards are already in the bonus.
So that I was just gonna ask, was that a dumb foul? It is, because you don't do that when you have 14 fouls. Yeah. I mean, you got them.
Oh, maybe they're now
Oh,
they're
it's not yet. Now it's 4. Okay, then it's not a dumb foul, technically.
I mean, it's still a lot of time to put them in the bonus for, but doesn't hurt you immediately.
Somebody get in there and rebound with Draymond.
I know. Open look for Neto. Can't find it. We'll keep that ball. What?
Oh, God.
Okay, they're gonna talk about it.
Russ is upset, so they may have changed the call.
Yeah, I saw the other ref come in there to talk to the one who called it Wizards ball, and so they must be changing it. Yeah, it looked like it because the ball got like Draymond jumped to get it, and then the ball got knocked the other direction.
Yelling at the ref. The ref's annoyed.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like Draymond's finger might have been on it.
You know, we'll take it. Like we haven't been getting calls all day.
Yeah, and Gafford pushed the ball through Draymond's
What a move.
Oh my God.
I couldn't. He was so off. He bricked it. Yeah, Russ is going to get that call every single time. Yeah. But
Draymond's
what a move, though. But still, that's too bad. Couldn't finish. It's one of those nights.
They gotta just close this out. They're letting Washington hang around.
11 straight 30-point plus games.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I'm making no complaints. Even the turnovers. It's a long road trip. It's been a grueling stretch.
Yeah, you gotta close this out. Bazemore comes in.
He can score a flurry in a minute.
Great minutes from Poole. Russell Westbrook going for a bizarre quadruple double with turnovers. 6-point game.
Quadruple double. He's not quite there yet, but okay, Steph.
Okay.
They are scheming a little different.
God, and they're just not making shots. And then they're pushing. Russ is pushing. Jesus, 4-point game.
You gotta take a timeout.
Yeah, Kerr's gonna talk to him because they're getting looks.
I want to give some credit to Scotty Brooks because the way that they're selling out is like, it might still be Draymond on the long road trip, but they are completely selling out on Steph, and then they're just backing up on Draymond. So it's that secondary adjustment that they're backing up on Draymond, which is working.
Yeah.
It just looks a little different than the last, scheme. Of course, Doc Rivers wasn't doing anything special because their situation with all the injuries that they had, they weren't able to really scheme against Steph. And George Hill wanted to guard Steph. It was his first game with the Sixers. He thought doing so would sort of ramp him up better. But that turned out to be a bad choice by the Sixers. But yeah, and to start last game, Seth and whoever it was, whoever the other guard was for Philly, I can't remember.
Danny Green.
Danny, they did a great job. just like sort of one-on-one. And they had Steph, remember? And then Steph figured it out.
Yeah.
So this has been like a totally different game. So I give Steph a lot of leeway on this one.
Yeah. Just need a couple minutes of regaining some offense here. And Washington is pushing so hard on every missed shot. That's been tough.
Yeah, when you have Russ, you can do that.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be Steph, but just somebody has to make these shots.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
last
not.
game he would have took that.
I know he's a little hesitant. Come on, Wiggs. Oh my God.
Ay, ay, ay. Nail
Yep.
biter time.
Nothing happening.
Here
And
comes
Russ
Russ
is getting
downhill.
aggressive.
I mean,
Gotta score here.
Bazemore's in, so we're small. Got the three wings, Steph and Draymond.
Just somebody's got to do something. Like, I don't care who it is. Oubre, no. Wiggins gets the
There's the
tip.
something. Thank you, Wiggs. Good Lord. Whatever it
Yeah.
takes.
We're just
take
gonna
the
have to
basketball.
scrap something out of here because it's
Go get
not.
the ball. That's one thing, about Wiggs. Doesn't get credit for.
My God.
Draymond knew that was a bad foul the moment it dropped, and it's like,
Stop reaching, man. So we're now up to the Wizards. It was even in free throws. The Wizards are now up to 35 free throws attempted.
why is Draymond sitting? How many fouls is that? 6. Oh my God. We didn't
That
even
was
know until now.
He fouled out on that play. That's terrible.
Oh my God. Because he sat down, and I'm like, why are you sitting down?
Oh my
6
God.
foul score. That
All
kind of
right.
went under the radar screen, and
Yeah, they never flashed. All right, so 5. All right, 1
Looney's
point
in.
game.
At least we still have Looney. He's got 3 fouls.
All right.
Yes,
Oubre
Oubre
can't get
going
a
in
call to
today.
save
Just
his
don't get
life.
a key.
Yeah.
God, 108, 105.
Now, can you lock down on defense without Draymond? This
And
becomes
they
a
have to grind
real.
this one.
Can you do enough to stop Beal
Grind the
without?
penalty too.
Oh my God.
Too much swinging around with your arms, I think,
I mean, this is the same story as usual with this team, is they're just giving up parades to the line. 22 fouls, 17 turnovers now as a team.
Fitz is saying that Wiggins should guard Beal. He might be right.
Yeah, he has been for stretches. He was doing better earlier, but I mean they're running a bunch of screens and stuff, so you have Baze and Oubre out there because all three of them theoretically can do okay on him. But
Well,
still a 1 point game.
This has to be Steph for 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And
Yeah,
we can
he's
escape.
gonna have to score here. They can't survive with this amount of
Oh, he takes it.
Jesus Christ.
Way the hell off. Oh my God. Jesus criminy. Up 1, 2 minutes. Come on, no. Damn it.
This is unfortunately playing out a lot like that last Wizards game.
I know. God, say it ain't so.
Just need Steph to get a little more aggressive here. Oh, relocation. Come on.
He's off. Simple as that. Oh,
Oubre
that was
gets
his
the
right hand. He's left-handed. Could have been an and one, but now he's got to make both. Good Lord.
man. This starting group is really struggling. A lot of it is just Steph struggling because they're getting the same looks you want to get. It's just
It's the
crazy.
subtleties. It's the you can. It's like I don't want to give this team excuses, but the one dribble handoff there to screen by Bazemore in the corner, that would have been better than what he did, right? It's just like they're just off by that much. And it's a weird thing to be off like that.
High game, minute 40 now.
God.
Can we string together any offense? The fourth quarter offense has been horrific.
Way to get back.
Man, Russ has been incredible. Washington Stars are scoring. Can we string it together? Come on, Steph. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I have never seen him shoot like this. I
What
mean,
the
it's not even
hell?
close. It's like he's hurt or something. Like, I don't know
I
what's
know, or you have to think that at this point.
because like he's had bad shooting games, but like it's not even hitting the rim. Like that's crazy. And Beal is just doing whatever he wants right now. This is rough. Man, do you put Poole back in there? I think you might have to.
Steph is so mad. I haven't seen him swing the towel like that, that emphatic on the negative side of things since the Clipper game when he said, "Come on," to the starters. Ah, geez. 38 people watching. Thanks for watching, folks. 41 people. This is where you're like, why don't the Wizards do this every game? And that's really the key to unlocking this franchise. As soon as they figure that out, they'll make the playoffs. I mean, you look at this roster, it's like they're better than the Hornets. Come on. And the Hornets are in playoff contention, play in contention, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, in the East, they're in the thick of the play-in contention because it's all a morass over there. But okay, well, you've dug yourselves another little hole here. 4 points, 55 seconds. No, they brought Poole back in for Looney, so they're just going no
offense.
centers. I mean, it's largely just for this offense possession because you got to score here.
I don't care what he did last shot. I want him with the ball.
All right, there we go.
Quick two. Now we got to lock up.
Just don't have to foul.
Got to lock
Please
up.
don't.
18 seconds would put us at 27 seconds remaining.
Yeah, here's the flip side of the Poole for Looney, though, is that now you have Poole and no Looney on defense.
At least they got NATO in. But now they got the switch
Just
they wanted. Beal on Poole.
good defense from Poole, but God, no rotation at all. Come on. Now we need a three, probably.
Some wizardry.
Or Steph just quick two.
Beautiful.
But now you need a foul.
Now we got a foul. Trap and foul. Trap. Where are you, JP? JP.
You got a foul now. Too much time. Oh, they got it.
Fine step. Oh, go.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me, Wiggs?
Come on. What do you want?
Oh my
That's
God.
just horrendous.
Oh my God. Bertans isn't going to miss one. I mean, this guy's a baller.
That's.
We have any timeouts? One.
Yeah.
The timeout, quickie, timeout, foul.
Now you got to hit a three here. There isn't enough time. You got to just go for three. That's so frustrating. I cannot.
You go back to when I said this is the squad we've been waiting for. We got this, is what Kevin said in the comments, and I was like, yeah, we do have this. No, we don't. Like, if barring a miracle and we, defy the mathematical odds on this, if we don't defy the mathematical odds, then we're right back to
we got to win these games to really turn that corner and
This is
become a threat.
eerily similar in Wiggins's head here. After he blew the Wizards game last time, he then blows a layup to tie the game here.
What the heck is about the Wizards, man? Crazy.
Well, all right, you just
Wiggins,
either you make a miracle here, or you just dug yourself another deeper hole to get this 8th seed. And again, it's so frustrating because you just screwed away the whole first quarter. You basically just like didn't play the whole first quarter. You got lucky that the second unit and the bench got you back in the game. And the starters just blow the end of the game again. I mean, this is honestly really on just this starting group.
actually, minus Bazemore. I
Yeah.
mean, Bazemore was great. He had way less mistakes, let's put it that way, than the rest of the starters.
I mean, fundamentally, it really just comes down to the amount of shots that Steph has missed. You got to shoot
Shoot
Bazemore.
that base.
What are
Now
you
we're,
doing?
you know,
Okay, whatever. It wasn't going to happen anyway.
yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
Another
Gave that
Wizards
away.
game, another really tough end.
We gave it away. Starters gave it away. Draymond fouls out. There's a lot of. This one's on the Stars. I hate to say it.
No, 100%.
I hate to say it. I mean, the Stars are the franchise, no doubt about it. But this one, they blew it, and it happens. And we're just not quite there yet. Just not quite there yet. And maybe in the long run, this is, another one of those lessons we just have to learn. Like you said, right? You hit it right you hit the nail on the head, which is we can't rely on Steph hitting 10 threes every single damn game. It's a long season. It's a long playoffs. So when Steph doesn't hit the 10 threes, we got to be on point.
Yeah.
But the second unit was on point.
I mean,
it was really the starters.
That's the thing. Like, you can't lose a game when you get 2 20-point scorers off the bench. Like that should be a guaranteed win if you have over 40 points coming off the bench.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at the shot chart right now, Wiggins and Steph both horrendous. They're a combined 12 for 45. What that also tells me, Wiggins shot 20 freaking shots and made 5 of them.
Yeah.
Rough Wiggins game. Although honestly, it's interesting because the plus minus, he actually is positive because he was in those second unit groups. Steph with a minus 21 for the game.
Unbelievable.
That's wild. I mean, I guess it's, law of averages or whatever, but wow.
Yeah. Let's just look ahead. We got first game with fans coming up in 2 days. I'm going into that one and I'm mentally I should be okay, but then again, I'm not. I'm going to really try and vet out the situation from a scientific standpoint because everybody needs to be tested when you go in. Yet at the end of the day, when you suddenly put 6,500 more people in the same place that I just was a week and a half ago, I'm nervous. I was in an arena where honestly, I felt safe. I felt safer than, going through the drive-through at Starbucks. That's how Chase was pretty much empty. I get to go to the restroom. I'm the only one in the restroom. Walk all the way, go get a bottle of water from the media room, no problem. But now you're going to add 6,500 fans. I don't know. So we'll see, but it'll be a really interesting experience. And I hope to capture it all on video. Matter of fact, I still owe you guys the video from when Chase is empty, because I have that on my phone. I just haven't gotten around to it, but hopefully I can get to that tomorrow and then show you guys the difference after the Denver game. But anyways, Denver, poor Denver, they lost Jamal Murray. How have they been playing since the loss of Jamal?
Pretty good, largely because Jokic has just been going nuts.
Okay.
They've won 3 in a row.
Wow. Yeah. So then after that, we have Sacramento Kings, very winnable game. Then the big game against Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the other side of this is with this loss, we are now back in 10th because the Spurs have been winning games.
Oh, that hurts.
Instead of, if we won tonight, we could have taken the 8th spot. If Memphis had lost, we would have taken 8. Instead, we drop all the way back down to 10. Both Memphis and San Antonio are playing. So if they both lose, then it doesn't matter in terms of how that falls out. Then San Antonio drops down below us again. But San Antonio's up at half against Miami right now. And then Memphis is going to lose to the Clippers later tonight. But it's just what I was saying. We have to just actually handle the games in front of us that are winnable. And it's the second time we've blown a game against Washington in the last 10.
Man, isn't that just so weird? How it's all coming back to me now. The first loss against the Wizards, where Wiggins did the foul and on Beal, and Beal made the 4-point play to win the game. And it's Wiggins blowing the layup, even though, I mean, that's just as bad as Steph throwing the ball away 6 times kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so after that, so we got Denver, said Sacramento, Dallas. Then we go to Minnesota. May 1st, we go to Houston. These are all every other day. Then at New Orleans for a back-to-back May 3rd and 4th. And that's when I have predicted that we will go ahead and sign a center again, with the notion that it's probably going to be a musical chairs thing, probably like sign Juan to a regular contract, sign Nico to a regular but non-guaranteed contract, because the Warriors tend to do things together as a team. They kind of did that in training camp, where they will sign guys at the same time so that Nico doesn't feel inferior to Juan, even though really, honestly, he is, right? On the depth chart. So then that would vacate two-way spots. And then maybe you could sign Gary Payton, and I don't know the timing of the 10-day, to one of those 2 ways, and maybe a backup center just in case somebody gets injured. So that's my guess.
Yeah.
And that's a back-to-back, May 3rd, 4th. So we need some extra guys just in case.
Just saw that Embiid almost won the game on a full court one-handed shot that like circled around the rim and fell out.
Good thing he didn't, because then there might be extra MVP votes for him. Now I'm worried. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just totally kidding.
To put a positive spin on it, like the way I was a couple games ago, I was looking at their schedule and said that basically they have 10 games against teams they should beat, and they have 5 games against teams that they either like should probably lose to or like are going to be really tight. And so what I was saying was, if they go 10-5, then they're in a really good position to be in the playoffs, like to have the 8th seed.
Did that include Washington?
And that included Washington, but it also included Philly. So I assumed they'd lose the Philly game, and I assumed they'd win the Washington game. And so they're kind of
evened out.
They're evened out onto the same pace. Now, obviously, of course, you want them to win all the games, but they still can go 10-5 in these last 15 games. They still have 9 remaining games against bad teams. And they still only have 4 remaining games against good teams. So you still want to hope that they keep that 10-5 record in their last 15.
All right, cool. I'm going to go now. Slater just logged onto the Zoom according to my iPad, so I better go. But thanks, everybody. I'm going to kill the live stream now, and we'll see you in 48 hours, literally.
All right. See ya.
Take care, everybody. Thanks, Gabe.